Henry resilient in disguise. Power Rangers pride, flashing in his eyes, in his eyes, in his eyes. Ninja moves, sliding stealthy through the dark. Grape soda, fizz and juice flowing, leave a spark. Potato salad on the side, keep it sweet. Falcon punch to the whales, hear these songs retreat. Backhanding clown, eagles crash and collide. Juice a squad standing by. Ready for the ride, yo, we rise from the dark, bringing light to the fight. Let them cook, Henry's got the rhythm, let it ignite. Blueberry pancakes, we feast on the truth. Then SpongeBob bloaties, we bring the raw proof. Yo, we rise from the dark, bringing light to the fight. Let them cook, Henry's got the rhythm, let it ignite. Blueberry pancakes, we feast on the truth. Then SpongeBob bloaties, we bring the raw proof. Go ninja, go ninja, go! Two legends link up, no static, zero drama. Henry resilient and stay humble, calm like Dalai Lama. Ecto Cooler, high C, neon green in the cup. Sipping slow while the beat build up. What? Biggie flow in the pocket, Pac soul in the glare. True bombs dropping, villains catching thin air. No beef, just feasting, catching thin air. No beef, harmonizing, juice a squad riding high. We ghost ride the rhythm, floaties on, no sync. Street lights flicker, watch the whole block blink. From the shadows to the stage, we rewrite the script. Ninja stealth with a smile, every bar's a gift. Yo, we rise from the dark, bringing light to the fight. Let them cook, Henry's got the rhythm, let it ignite. Blueberry pancakes, we feast on the truth. And SpongeBob floaties, we bring the raw proof. Yo, we rise from the dark, bringing light to the fight. Let them cook, Henry's got the rhythm, let it ignite. Blueberry pancakes, we feast on the truth. And SpongeBob floaties, we bring the raw proof. This ain't a game, electric vibe in motion now. Truth seeking ninja, feel the power. Take a bow, Henry in the spotlight, can't dim the flame. In the night we make this vow, remember the name. Yo, we rise from the dark, bringing light to the fight. Let them cook, Henry's got the rhythm, let it ignite. Blueberry pancakes, we feast on the truth. And SpongeBob floaties, we bring the raw proof. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Man, why is it so busy this weekend? All right, hold on.
Stay humble. Camera wide. Nobody panic.
We walked off the set.
Schoenke,
so our
center frame
contract is
lean,
over
standing
for the
like
first
the
season.
block, can't move unless he breathes. Legend of the white dragon, epic by name, but the timeline reads like a buffering game. Chosen, one pasta, destiny tone. Meanwhile, progress and straight to voicemail unknown. Every update feels like a speech to the crowd about why greatness is forming, just not now. Not Snow White, not the dwarf with the beard, more like extra 287, still very sincere. Talking fate while the credits stall, like the movie's deep, cause it never calls. Stay humble, zoom and shine. Not every pause is applied. If you're the lead, then lead the scene. Don't soliloquy the in-between. Stay humble, zoom and shine. Not every pause is applied. If you're the lead, then lead the scene. Don't soliloquy the in-between. Stay humble. Self-righteous glow, halo implied, like criticism's proof you're misunderstood by design. But folks weren't hostile, they just asked, how's the thing? Not why's the world so crass? Dragging metaphors, lore real thick, but legends don't live off cinematic clips. You don't earn myth by declaring rank. That's NPC talk before the quest gets yanked. Audience patient, per mic and blues, then slowly notice the loop was closed. Same speech, same beat, same dramatic plea. Different ones, same energy. Henry resilient, calm, neutral. All right, Aaron, I appreciate you sitting down. Real simple question, where's the project at right now? Aaron Schoenke. Well, you know it's complex. Big vision, a lot of moving parts. People don't always see the full scope. Henry, their vision's important. Timelines matter too. Stay humble. So, real quick though. Stay humble. That's what the cucumber melon anyways, dude. What? Yeah, chat's asking. That pause said more than a paragraph could. When the script flips, reality nurtures good. Not everything's deep, not every cue's profound. Sometimes the joke's just you're blocking the sound. Main character syndrome, deluxe edition. But the plot kept moving with or without permission. You're not persecuted, you're just on delay. Talking like Atlas, holding up air. Misses happen, sure, no one's blind, but acting like wouldn't change. Stay humble, widen the frame. Not every silence is fake. No hate, no pitchforks, no prone to fail. Just finish the arc or exit well. Stay humble, widen the frame. Not every silence is fake. No hate, no pitchforks, no prone to fail. Just finish the arc or exit well. Stay humble, no villain crown, no hero denied. Just a reminder from the side of
Stay Humble is out of the Philippines. It's 3 a.m. there, so I expect he sleep, man. But he be cooking these songs.
Sometimes the lesson ain't cruel or mean. You're not the lead. You're the guy by the tree.
He'll catch the replay. Yo. Man. It's so crazy. He in the Philippines. That means the Super Bowl comes on for him at like 7 a.m. Wow.
Saying my name again, it's Henry. Stalking my page, I see you creeping. Henry. Saying my name again, it's Henry. Stalking my page, I see you creeping. Stay off that weed,
15
you must
people,
be
let's go.
tweaking. Remember my name,
Trying to get this in before the Super Bowl. I got 3 hours.
Oh, get on me, bitch. Jet by the bitch. Why you mad, man? Too many subscriptions. Never leaking my script. Just cause I'm all that, man, in a bag of chips. Whack ass Discord, you know I did the gifts. I bagged your day one. You fumbled your bitch. Now the whole army stay up on my dick. Real life problems. Fuck this and that shit, Mr. Brazilian. I stay toe tag and keep gabbing. Yeah, all in remembrance of the dragon. You fucking with me? Yo, that shit will never happen. When you start seeing us and double boy, you in trouble. Bring the house to the kitchen. Never come out and play. Boy, you better watch your mouth today. Can't stand the heat. Moving you out the way is the mission. You never see your ass confrontation. That's Henry. Saying my name again is Henry.
And Classy Beats is cooking.
Stalking my page,
Let's
I
go,
see
Classy.
you creeping.
Check his stream soon.
Stay off that weed, I must be tweaking. Remember my name, your boy Henry.
All right, let's go. Look, we got a small audience now, right? Small audiences give me a little bit more freedom to do the show. Yeah, I'm saying a little bit more freedom. But it is some big things happening. I see we got 15 on Twitch. Shout out to everyone on Twitch. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everyone on the main channel. 15 of y'all. God damn, 15 on the main, 18. Okay, we like less than 50, which is good, man. Yo. Twitch, man. Oh, all right. So look, while we don't got the audience here, right? Let's go over the topics real quick. But I want to try to get this done in 3 hours. Carl, what up? Oh, Carl, what up, dog? Carl, what up? Carl, Carl, talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me now. I want to hear your thoughts, Carl. I know you. I think you still banned, ain't you? Ain't you banned from talking? Let's see if any of these comments got removed. No comments got removed. Okay, which is great because we plan on covering this today. Like I didn't really get to the Aaron Schoenke of it all. But we will get to everything. All right, cool. Let's go over the topic. I know it's Super Bowl. I'm trying to like get to the bar at like 5:15. Give me some wings and stab out before the Super Bowl starts so I can watch it while editing. Because that's what I plan on doing today. All right, you're like, yeah, still banned. I know, man. I know they got you the hell up out of there. All right, so what topics are we going to try to get to today? All right. I think, let's see, who's the main audience here right now? I just got to make sure who the main audience is. 21 on goddamn main channel, 20 on clips, 18, 19 on, oh shit, they coming in on Twitch. Yeah. All right. I know, like, I love the Twitch audience, but sometimes I'll be like, shit, I gotta perform. I gotta perform. Yo, what up, man? Microwave Furby, what up, man? How you been, man? I know it's been a while since I got to it. Don't forget the Sky Frank. Look, I had Sky Frank on my list, but everything I had saved, I had to get rid of. All right, so what are we talking about today? We're going to try to go through these topics quick. Guys, I can see the chat on all three channels, but due to Twitches, you can only, like, you got to have their chat up and all this other, like, rules. With Twitch, I can't have chat on screen because I'm not about to make the separate chats, one for Twitch, one for that. Does Aaron perform? I don't know. Aaron does not perform. All right, what are we talking about today? All right, we're gonna open it up with Larry. We're gonna open it up with Larry Wheels getting cucked, getting embarrassed. We got Larry Wheels. We have Darkside Phil, who is begging for money. And then when he don't, like, there are streamers who say, hey, look, man, I need $100 before I start the stream. And if I don't get $100, they'll shut down the stream. He is one of different. He hates when he goes live and he doesn't get support. Remember, do it for the love of the game. Money will come later. That's the motto. That's what I live by. Everyone should do it too, but at the same time, this is his life. This is his livelihood. My livelihood is being the poop man. I mean, some people know. Some people know I am, hold on. Some people know I am the poop man.
When you got no room to talk, poop man.
So my livelihood is in shit, literally. So we gonna talk about him. We're gonna hit up Legend of the White Dragon. That's like 2 stories on Legend of the White Dragon. We're gonna touch on the best version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that most of you probably never saw. Look at this dude. Hello, this dude. We're going to touch on why Jason David Frank.
Chorizo schedule interviews.
Why Jason David Frank should have never stopped working with Johnny Young Bosch to work with Aaron, because it literally, like, stalled his movie. While Johnny Young Bosch Click Boom is just coming out under Spades, which is a completely original movie. And we actually talked about the insider who exposed...
Arc Exodus went on and won many awards at various film festivals.
And guess what? Spades is doing the same thing, while Legend of the White Dragon is going to ruin Aaron's career if you guys ever see it. We're going to try to touch on the Red Ranger again. You know, I love to highlight other Power Ranger content creators when possible. We're going to touch on this brother and sister kiss. We're getting to this shit today, I promise you. We're going to touch on Markiplier, another YouTuber who had a big box office success on a $2 million movie. I don't know if I'm going to get to Turkey Tom. And like I said, full transparency. When I had questions about YouTube, Turkey Tom was there. When I needed advice, Turkey Tom was there. And just even more, like, much appreciation for Turkey Tom. He, anytime I responded or anytime I had a question, he always responded. Now, since the allegations came out, I haven't reached out to him. We're going to get to Walter Capanaz Jones because his interview is capped. We're actually going to watch the full interview because someone was like, hey, watch the full interview. But I'm sure most people are here to talk about Emiru ruining Mizkif's life. Him actually responded. We're going to get into a little bit of the Emiru Denims drama. And we're also going to touch on iDubbbz calling out Asmongold and Moist Critical. Now, I understand these are probably going to generate a lot of interest. It seems like, the Twitch clips are doing surprisingly well on the Clips channel, which is good. Remember, guys, the goal for 2026 is to level up. And instead of getting one Power Ranger clip per day, you're getting multiple clips per day. Some Power Ranger drama, some Twitch drama. Henry, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Hope all is well. Everything is well, man. Everything is well. Now, me as a Patriots fan from the Tom Brady days, I would love nothing more to see Drake May take the Patriots to get yet another Super Bowl. But this time, I think experience is on Seattle's is in Seattle's favor. So without further ado, we're gonna cover. I mean, we had like some other stuff here. We can cover Corey Holcomb, right? Mizkif is a clown. He should have lost everything a long time ago. Yeah, I know. Like, I know a lot of people want the Mizkif drama, and the crazy thing is, I have like the court docs, but I just haven't had time to read through them. But on the main channel, we're gonna try to get out a video per week, and if I can streamline my production, we can probably get up to 2 videos per week, and it's always going to be edited content on the main channel. Even though, like, the people who support me, I appreciate that. The people who are in the background and my DMs, really appreciate y'all. Some people are saying, dude, F doing edited content on the main channel. Do clips. Just post. And I'm like, the main channel audience expect a certain level of quality. And going against their advice, we're going to keep that level of quality up, but we're going to post clips on the Clips channel. So HenryResilient Clips is there. And we also have the, whatchamacallit, HenryResilient Plus. And it's a story I want to get to so bad. Henry has gotten too big for Power Rangers now. Cap. I'm never too big for Power Rangers. In fact, you knew it. I mean, look, we got, like, currently we don't got that many people on Twitch right now. So what are you talking about? Or let me check the main channel. Let's see. Damn, we got 34 on the main channel. All right. Look, man. Look, everyone, are you going to make videos on your main channel? Yes. More videos will be coming on the main channel. I think the next one is the Mizkif lawsuit. I'll probably do like a bigger deep dive. We only pay for internet and your computer. Y'all did. And as a promise, I said I would never turn my back on the Power Ranger community, no matter how popular I got. And to be totally honest, I think I've given at least the Power Ranger community an entire goddamn year. An entire year of nothing but Power Ranger content. That was like 2025. I rarely uploaded videos on my main channel, and we went down the Aaron Schoenke rabbit hole. But 2026 is time to level up. So in leveling up, let's talk about I'll do that separately. Let's get into Larry Wheels. Is Legal Mindset a real lawyer? Now look here. Salute to Legal Mindset. Hold on, man. Give me a second. Legal Mindset. Real, recognize real. Now. Yeah, should I do a segment on Legal Mindset? I'm not going to do a segment on Legal Mindset right now. All right. Give me a second. I'll do a quick segment on Legal Mindset. Give me a second. I just got to go to x.com. Give me a second. We'll talk Legal Mindset. And then look, I promise you, 1 hour Twitch, 2 hours Power Rangers. If you do Legal Mindset, you must do it in a suit. No, man. Here's my issues with Legal Mindset. I can't. I'm trying to find the clips. Here we go. I found it. Okay. We'll do a quick segment on Legal Mindset because people want to know how I feel about Legal Mindset. All right. This isn't going to help her as she loses her lawsuit with Ethan Klein.
It's really hard to come and see.
All right. After being chased off by imaginary Antifa women deep in Thailand, Legal Mindset begins to show cracks in his physical, whatchamacallit. All right. Give me 1 second, guys.
It's the only bad event to shake Amazon or Twitch into taking action that has consequences. Here's the problem, though. Somebody might be dead. And, you can call me,
Just give me a second. Give me a second. We'll just go after we'll just do my personal take. You know, there's someone telling me, I ain't gonna say the advice they gave me, but it is what it is. All right. Legal Mindset. We'll do a clip on him. He is pretty popular right now. All right. Too boring, mate. I'm out. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. All right. So Legal Mindset is a YouTuber on YouTube, and he is also signed to Mythic Talent. And he did, in my opinion, the biggest sweep job for Tectone and offered the best PR Tectone could buy. Now, the reason people have issues with Legal Mindset is because this. When he first went to start covering the Pink Shoe versus Tectone allegations, one, he did put out her real name, even though, like, if prior to the lawsuit, her real name was not known. And let me search Google because, I mean, last time I checked, what is Pink Shoe real name? Give me a second. It might come up now. No. Pink CHYU. CH. Pink Shoe real name. All right. Here we go right here, right? So the reason why people didn't like Mindset is because Pink Shoe is, you know, even though it says a VTuber, her name was not really known. So as a result, Legal Mindset put that out, and he said, hey, when you're in the public and you file a public lawsuit, you can't expect to hide behind anonymity. But on YouTube, I believe they removed that first live stream where he did put out her real name, Freem's real name, and I believe her address was on there too. Now, I get it, it's public record, but at the same time, just because it's public record does not mean it should be publicly posted on YouTube. And YouTube is against that. All right. So what does he say? Travis County has a pro-female bias outcomes. Sure. I mean, I imagine if the majority of protection orders are requested by women, then yeah, most of the outcomes are going to be in women's favors. Like, how many men request protection orders versus women? Not that many. So he paints the judge as being a potential activist judge with a DV bias. So right here and there, he's poisoned the well. Jury pool potentially biased towards plaintiff, skew heavy female bias. We have not seen abusive communications. So this is him sweeping for Tectone. All right. And furthermore, and here is Pink's testimony, or whatever you want to call it. This lawyer, Legal Mindset, posted unredacted leaked documents that were meant to be sealed live to thousands of people. Doxed me, putting my family in danger. She goes on the post. I was going to stay quiet and work through it with authorities, but he is in Thailand, is discussing how someone would recklessly review documents that say unofficial on them because they aren't for public record and read them with disregard to anyone's safety. Now, to give pushback to Pink, I would say Mizkif did the same thing, but the only difference is he redacted her name, and so did I. I did as well. Not sure what I could say, but I'm told the county is doing an investigation on the matter. Thank you to the streamers that did take the time to redact information or not share at all. Now it will be a long process for me to move because for me to move, but maybe it's a new chapter for me. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I did waiting on for YouTube to do something. I believe they took down the first stream. Now, Legal Mindset would come back and say, look, if you think I doxed her, F off, I didn't dox her. Now, the reason I want to talk about Legal Mindset is because despite all of this, right, Legal Mindset did say he would send the transcripts to anyone who requested them. And me being against what Legal Mindset did in his stance, because I am of the opinion Tectone did force her to drop neck, he still sent the transcripts. So kudos on him for being a man of his words. But at the same time, he did sweep for Tectone. Now, I'm aware of, I guess, legal issues that Legal Mindset has or ongoing. And there's a narrative that he fled his legal issues to Thailand for whatever the reason. That's neither here nor there. Did he, one, keep his word? Yeah, he sent me the transcripts. Two, did he sweep for Tectone? In my opinion, he did. Did he put Pink's name out there when it wasn't known? Yeah. Would I have done it? No. So there's my take on Legal Mindset. Let me know if I got something wrong, and I'll see you in the comments later. Peace. All right, there you go. A clip is a clip is a clip. Let's get through this shit, man, because I don't got time. We gotta move. I gotta move fast. I gotta move fast because I know the Power Rangers is itching for the Walter Jones interview where he was capped out. So let's get to Larry Wheels, and this is something that everyone could relate to. Larry Wheels, humiliation. Now, a lot of people married. Thailand, he's a passport, bro. Yeah, I'm sure he's there for the sights. I'm sure Legal Mindset is there for the sights, not for the sexual tourism and exchange rate and currency. So, Larry Wheels is a professional arm wrestler, but his wife continues to embarrass him. We're actually going to go through the timeline. This is him proposing to his now wife.
Will you marry me?
Congratulations. And it says it right here. He literally paid someone to do the, hey, will you marry him right there? Now, he's a multi-millionaire. Beautiful, right? Got on one knee, proposed to her, kissed her down. I'm sure, you know, all sorts of other things. But she continues to humiliate him. And let's just watch this clip, right? Because we're about to go through their marriage in real time. And oftentimes what happens when people want to be a streamer, they want to put their significant other on there. You know, Nick Palome included. There are a lot of people who like, well, I'm popular. Let me put my wife on, my girlfriend on, my love interest on. And every time she's on camera, she embarrasses this guy.
Larry Wheels reveals that he didn't sign a prenup with his wife, Shayla Williams, even though he's a millionaire, because he trusts her.
Who was yesterday here and today is a video better tonight? I hope you signed the prenup. No, I have not.
Help you sign the prenup?
Somebody's asking me if I signed the prenup. I'm like, I have not. But I wasn't opposed if he wanted to, so yeah.
Funny, I did bring it up a couple times early on, but I decided not to go forward with that. I trust her.
Bro, I know I just adjusted the audio. The audio came up. The audio is on them. Don't worry. I still have it. But at the same time, he said he brought it up early on. She probably gave some pushback. And then he was like, we don't need one. That prenup could have saved him potentially millions if they get divorced. But he did not hold the line. He's done.
In an era where high-profile athletes and influencers often prioritize protecting their assets, Larry's choice stands out. Many wealthy individuals view prenups as a necessary safeguard.
This is true, man. Guys, get the goddamn prenup.
Larry's statement highlights a traditional perspective on marriage, where love and commitment come before financial concerns. This revelation also humanizes Larry Wheels beyond his larger-than-life persona. Fans often see the records, the massive lifts, and the luxury lifestyle, but moments like this reveal the person behind the fame. It shows that even someone who has achieved enormous financial success still prioritizes emotional connection and personal values. Ultimately, Larry Wheels' decision sparks conversation about what marriage should represent in modern society.
Look, marriage is a business. Now, he could probably get a post-nup, but why would she sign a post-nup when she's already on the hook for millions. Now, keep that in mind. Now it's like, hey, would you be with Larry if he didn't have money? What do you think the answer to that question is?
Oh, would you still love me if I had no money and status?
Yes, I would love you. But if somebody asked me, would I start a relationship with you from the beginning if you had no money? The answer is no, I would not date somebody without money. But if it had...
What? She literally is on record saying like, look, yeah, if you didn't have money, yeah, no dice. Let's hear her again.
Oh, would you still love me if I had no money and status?
Yes, I would love you. But if somebody asked me, would I start a relationship with you from the beginning if you had no money? The answer is no, I would not date somebody without money. But if it happened for him to lose money now, I would be 100% there and support him and help him out to get that bread up.
Stop the cap.
You mean to tell me if he didn't have money, you wouldn't date him, but if he lost it all, you would stick by his side? I just don't see that to be true.
Dean, good looks again. You're that guy. So what you're saying, if I didn't have money and status and I approached you, I would have gotten left on scene.
Yes.
Or maybe an unopened message in your DM.
Yes. I dated once a brokey, lost 4 years in my relationship of my life on a brokey and never again.
She ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke ninja.
But my
Now, she's out on the town with Larry Wheels. Listen to this statement.
I forgot my pepper spray.
You don't need pepper spray with me around, babe.
Yeah. I forgot my pepper spray.
You don't need pepper spray with me around, babe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she's confident in your ability to protect her if she's worried about the pepper spray. But the clip that is really going mega viral is her talking about Rampage Jackson. Now, Rampage even peeps game to how crazy his wife is embarrassing him, but you have to be looking at Rampage facial expressions.
I know that's like clip farming, whatever, that like I'm feeling him touching my hair, whatever.
Are you?
Huh?
Are you?
I mean, he's fine, but no, he's not my type, for sure not. He was very nice and entertaining, but in that particular clip where I'm like touching my hair, you can tell I'm like fully zoned out and it was just funny, but yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, man. If you're around a woman and she start, you know what I'm saying, she start messing with her hair, it's a high percentage that she digging you. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. She didn't say no.
No, I just said, yeah, he's okay, but no, like, he's not my type.
Okay.
Larry giving her the death stare.
Now, here's the thing. Rampage, I believe, has more money than Larry Wheels. So let that set in. Remember, she wants someone who has money. Rampage has money. He has status. But at the same time, Rampage is not going to make her his +1 on stream.
I am not a cuck. For anyone out there wondering, there is no cuckoldry going on here in this marriage.
He just knows me, so he's like chilling. Yeah. He knows me. I mean, all due respect to him, I like older guys. Like, I like them my age, or he's a bit younger than me. He's a couple years younger than me, so.
What do you mean, guys? There's only one guy.
You heard her? She likes guys her age or older, but she's making an exception for Larry Wheels because he has the money and the status. And Larry catches on like, hey, what you mean by that?
I mean, all due respect to him, I like older guys. Like, I like them my age, or he's a bit younger than me. He's a couple years younger than me, so.
What do you mean, guys? There's only one guy for you to like.
No, but I mean, like, in general, like, if I find somebody attractive, then, yeah, it's definitely not.
Find other men attractive beside me?
I mean, I can acknowledge somebody looks good. No, that doesn't mean, like, I'm attracted to them. Larry clip farming already, yeah. Putting me here in like in a weird position. I don't know what to say.
Hey, you have to respect her honesty, but her honesty comes at Larry Will's self-respect.
The truth.
And he just, please, babe, embarrass me more. Now you think like, well, it's probably going to stop there, right? No, it does not stop there. And the reason being is because she don't even want to have this ninja baby. You like, but she married him. Yeah, just because she married him, that don't mean she want to have this baby. Well, don't take my word for it. Let's hear her talk about it.
Would you be open to adopting something?
I mean, we have other options, so probably I wouldn't want to adopt. I don't know. I don't want to adopt.
Why she talk so low?
Yeah, no.
Yes, the wife is Serbian. I'll donate a sample.
It has to be somebody who looks like you, so maybe we get sperm from the rock.
Bro, she wants to have the Rock's baby. Can you see this? This is insanity. This is supposed to be the love of his life.
Love of my life.
This is his wife, his future. And she's yucking it up like, we can get the Rock sperm. Like, oh, the Rock? Yeah.
I'm a fan of The Rock, but no.
Well, what's wrong? Like, if you're infertile, he just can be a donor, not actually doing anything. He can be a donor, so we have somebody that resembles you.
I'd have a hard time raising someone else's kid. I don't care who it is, even in The Rock.
Now, some people are saying she may have slipped up and let it be known that he's infertile. And sometimes infertility can happen because of steroid use. She is telling you she don't like you to your face. She is. But he don't see it. Sometimes men have blind spots for women that they like. I've been guilty of it. Every man has been guilty of having a blind spot for someone they quote unquote like, I promise you. And Larry Wills is no exception.
I don't care who it is.
I don't know about that. Would you say really no?
So, would you be open to adopting something?
So, we got a couple more clips here, right? Now,
as far as
how do you, what do you think the key to success is? I'm telling you, it's not steroid use. I promise you. He's all giggles. Well, maybe he don't want to hold masculine frame. He don't want to hold masculine frame. But here's another clip of how to level up in 2026.
As far as how do you become as sexy as me, get your money and status up. Like, that's more important than like being big and shredded.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Money and status, that will take you way further, and it helps level the playing field for the guys that are short, fat, maybe a bit chopped like me.
Chop? You chop?
Well, chop when I'm bloated.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, guys. Money will allow you to skip to the front of the line. I'm not gonna lie. And you want to get your money up as high as you can. People who said you can never have enough money, they're lying. There's one thing you can never have enough of. It's money. Second, oxygen. Oxygen and money, you can OD on that. Because money, you could buy back time. Think about it. When I first started doing YouTube, I gave my editor like $1,000. What did that do? I didn't have to edit clips. I didn't have to do thumbnails. I had more time to myself after stream. After stream, I would just go to sleep. Now, lawyer fees going up. That $1,000, I gotta be like, well, look, I gotta get that shit to the lawyer. I gotta edit my own stuff. All right. So because of that, I'm like, yeah, I gotta stay up. I gotta edit clips. I gotta do thumbnails myself. But if I had my money up, I'd be like, look, here's some money. Please clip up my stream, post it across these 3 platforms at these different times. And I'm about to go off to the bar. And instead of me coming back to edit during the Super Bowl, I'll be enjoying the Super Bowl, not even worrying about YouTube. So money is a life hack. And he's like, look, man, most guys want this woman. She's attractive. She may have fake breasts and lip implants and maybe a little bit Botox, but you're not going to get her because you look like Larry Wheels. She even said it. She's like, I don't care if you look like this ninja. I need you to have some money. She wants you to, hey, where the money at?
I got money.
You don't got the money. She not giving you no honey. So he like, look, he know the game. He like, dude, F getting jacked. Just get your money up. Even if you short and fat, if you got money, you can smash this. You can get her. I'm just saying.
I don't like the way I look when I'm bloated, but it's a small compromise to get super strong.
You're chopped is a stretch.
I think I'm a little bit chopped when I get
money
bloated.
maxing. I love that.
Yeah, no, for real. You get your money and status up, and the world opens up. Plain and simple. It levels the playing field. It does level the playing field. Thankfully, because imagine you are short and fat, you are short and chopped, and you're trying to get in the dating game, But how do you stand out from the guys that are taller, maybe more handsome, or as far as
how you stand out from the Larry Wheels? Get the money. Now, the thing about having the money, you may be able to pull her, but she might end up cheating on you with a ninja that look like Larry Wheels, who can knock it out the box. But, lastly, he quadruples down on this whole no prenup thing.
There's one clip that's been going viral, making its rounds everywhere that said, I'm an absolute fool for not signing a prenup. So that's the one that people don't like to hear.
So what you got to say about that?
I said it already. I trust you.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that. Why would I make you sign a prenup? That would just show that I don't trust you. To begin with, I'm not going to marry somebody I don't trust.
What? Bro, that's a truthful statement.
That's a truthful statement.
Look, answer no. You like, yeah, dog, get your money up. You skip to the front of the line. You don't need to look like Larry Wheels to smash her if you got your money up. But he still is saying he trusts her. Now, what the internet has to do is remember this clip because she's only with him for the money. She don't love this guy. So in the event when they get divorced, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they get divorced. This clip is going to go mega viral of him saying he trusts her because his girl would never. She don't even want to have your baby. She want to have a Rock's baby. She's attracted to Rampage Jones. She openly said if you didn't have money, she wouldn't even be with you. She would have left you on red.
Planning on are we already gonna separate one time, so.
Save the day.
Wait, they said they were going to separate one time. No way. No, let's just play it in its entirety. This is cold-blooded, Geek Zip. Cold-blooded, man. Hey.
There's one clip that's been going viral, making its rounds everywhere that said I'm an absolute fool for not signing a prenup. So that's the one that people don't like to hear.
So what you got to say about that?
I said it already. I trust you.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that. Why would I make you sign a prenup? That would just show that I don't trust you. To begin with, I'm not going to marry somebody I don't trust.
Planning on are we already gonna separate one time, so.
Save the Day asks a great question. You should give a segment on giving women advice on how to get a husband and keep one. I was advising her she should write a book because this is a model wife right here. I have no complaints.
Yeah. We already spoke many times how we met.
There's one clip.
Hey, there go your boy Larry Wheels. Let the humiliation ritual continue, and let's just hope they don't get divorced so this clip don't go super viral. But my money is at some point they're going to get divorced. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right, cool. By 3:30, we should be covering Power Ranger stuff. All right, that was one clip. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch. Let's get into Dark Side Phil. Remember, always do content for the love of the game. But there are other people who do content and what's up with the day stream? Look, man, I'm trying to leveling up for 2026. Some stuff I wanted to get to that we didn't get to last stream, and I'm trying to get done by 5 o'clock. That's the goal. We need to be done by 5 o'clock so I can make it down to the bar, grab me some wings before it get too crowded, and get the hell up out of there. That's the goal. That's what's up with the day stream. And it was planned a while ago. Level up 2026, man. Everyone should be leveling up. If you ain't leveling up, you doing something wrong. Probably moving backwards. So let's get this DSP. Regrets begging for money. DSP begging for super chats. Oh, let's just say let's do donations. Now, everyone's financial situation is different, and he could be in a bind. Level up because no one will level up for you. God damn, man. 20 is 20. I mean, but Dark Side Phil has a history, man. Like, some people are just ungrateful because no one has to support you guys. And there's a lot of people on the internet who shame people for donating. Like, someone donated like 69 cents to Tectone, and Tectone's like, dude, don't give me your fucking 69 cents. Fuck you. Save it, or some shit like that, like some type of ungratefulness. And some people, you know, they give because they want to give, they give because they want to support you. For, you know, a lot of people have different reasons why they give. It's just like voting. A lot of people got different reasons why they vote. All right. I can't imagine crying over super chats and big donors. Well, some people do it, man. I mean, we all seen someone in my DMs crying about super chats or lack thereof. So, anywho, if you guys don't know who this is the internet's most prolific e-beggar. This is Dark Side Phil, who's been canceled, uncanceled, and canceled again. But this time he went viral for a 43-year-old man complains about receiving $20 in donations after playing Call of Duty for 3 hours. I've only got like $20 of support. That's not an exaggeration. Now, here's the thing, man. I always tell people, there are times I stream for like 5 hours and got $20. And I say, look, you're not doing it for the money. You do it for the clips. You clip your stuff. You're going to make the money from the ad revenue. Donos, they come and go, man. They're inconsistent. But Dark Side feels like, no, I want my fucking money during stream.
The best session of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 I've ever had.
Throwing symptoms.
My own teammate. Shot my own teammate in the back of the head. That is not an exaggeration. Oh my God. Every single match, I was in like the top 3.
Enemy UAV detected.
Oh my God. And I had a positive kill death ratio. I don't even want to look at my kill death ratio because I know it's terrible. I know I'm doing awful. Sometimes I had 2 times, almost 3 times kill death ratio. I was absolutely positively tearing it up today. That's not what I wanted to do. Particularly with the LMG. What an idiot. Yo, he walked right by me. This sucks. My mouse hit the side here. I gotta move. My mouse hit the side and I couldn't aim. But even when I was swapping to my alternate, my handgun to do that daily challenge, when I was trying to do things, just basically everything was kicking ass. Seriously.
Now, to be fair, he is way better than me at Call of Duty. I mean, I haven't been good at Call of Duty since like Modern Warfare 2. And his gameplay may be exceptional, but his focus is mostly on donations, man.
Oh my God. I can't see. Oh my God, that guy's just spraying and it wouldn't show his name, so I couldn't aim for him. I was just going crazy. And the thing is, people that were there were cheering for me and were like, yeah, good job. And the attendance was good. But during the entire time I played Call of Duty, that was 3 hours of Black Ops 7 today, I only got like $20 of support. That's not an exaggeration. It was like 3 hours of gameplay, $20 of support. No one supports Call of Duty. Seriously, it's bad. It's to the point now where like,
there you go. You can't blame the viewers. That's how channels die. You have to adjust and pivot. Yes. Yeah, you do. You do. And look, Geekzip, I haven't gotten a dime in 5 years. Joe Rogan did 5 years before Kevin Samuels was 5 years. Joe Rogan did it for 7 years without making a penny. Then he blew up. Now he's got $100 million deals. You know, be happy having $20 and play for free. Yeah, people are entitled. And maybe he comparing his donations to someone else who plays Call of Duty. You know?
I've tried playing Black Ops 7 so many times, like 3 or 4 different times, and it keeps just not getting supported. I'm done with it. And the thing is, that's a shame. I had a great time playing it today. I really did.
There's a watchdog headed your way.
I got better at it. I unlocked new things I wanted to try, like akimbo SMGs and other things. I can't keep streaming this game when no one wants to support it. I just can't. I'm sorry, you know? So after Black Ops 7 ended, we did DSP Tries It, the Shake Shack Korean barbecue menu that just launched, and I tried the burger, the chicken bites, and the cheese and barbecue fries. But here's the funny part. I finished playing Black Ops 7.
He is, man. It's a lot of people out there, man. It's a lot of people out there who are entitled. But for him, I think this is his main source of income. But he should, as Giggs has said, pivot. There's so many different ways to make money on YouTube, on Twitch, or even on Facebook, even on, those platforms to, all right, well, look, I may not make no money. He could have put up his highlights on YouTube. He has an audience. Play a different game, that too.
I start doing DSP Tries It, over $20 of support comes in. So people supported in droves for the morning show, and then for DSP Tries It, but no one wanted Black Ops 7. So listen, I hear you loud and clear. That's enough for me. I'm not going to keep playing it if no one really wants it and certainly doesn't want to support it. So that's the last hurrah for Black Ops 7, which is a shame. Again, I like the game. I don't love it. I think it is one of the worst Call of Duties I've played, but it's still silly fun, especially now with my new setup, being able to control it well and everything. Oh, why am I reloading? I wanted to throw my grenade and I hit reload. Son of a bitch.
But see, and also when you are doing it for money, maybe he really enjoys playing Black Ops 7. But because he doesn't get the donations, now he has to chase the money. And when you chase the money, you kind of lose your whatchamacallit. You kind of lose who you are, because you're like, well, when I do Darkfield Tries It, then I get money over here. So I don't even like doing Darkfield Tries It. I'm gonna just chase the money. And I just be like, well, you can't cover what you want to cover then. Like I could have covered XQC for a year and just kept covering XQC update after XQC update. But that's just not what I wanted to do. And I was like, well, I'll just do Power Rangers. Well, I enjoy covering Power Rangers. Let me just cover Power Rangers. And that's what I did. But I'm in a different position because, I have that financial flexibility, to freedom to cover what I want to do. But he is in a different boat.
I enjoy playing it, but I can't make you guys like it. So I'm done trying. Okay. It's like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times I've tried this. Okay. So enjoy the final gameplay. It's really good. You'll see me tear it up, get crazy kill streaks, and just go crazy on all the opposition. We won. How'd I do? Oh, I had a positive kill death ratio. I didn't have that impression the whole game. I thought I was going to be doing terribly, and I actually did good. All right.
Now, after this clip went viral, he was online complaining. He was complaining about being featured on live stream fails. You like, no way. Like, yeah, man. Like me, when I'm featured on live stream fails, I'm like, oh, sweet. More people are recognizing me and recognize the content. No, he sees it as a net negative.
Understand something about Reddit, okay? The people who sit on Reddit reading it all day are retarded. All right? Clip this and put it on Reddit for me, okay? Hello, Reddit readers. Hi, everyone who sits on Reddit all day reading it. You're retarded. Normal people don't sit on Reddit all day watching out of context crap and think that it's fact and talk about it and make it go viral. No one cares. You're a loser. You'll always be a loser. That's why you sit on Reddit all day. Enjoy your live stream fails. I'll sit here making content, making money, and having a great time with my audience, and you can get bent. There you go. Put that on Reddit. All right? Cool. That's where it should belong. Right there on the front page of Reddit. Me telling them how it is.
Now, someone say he's allergic to money now. Now, Darkside Phil has changed his tune. Now, you would think someone who was complaining about donations would never, ever do this, because you're actually losing money when you do it.
We haven't had many gifteds today, so I figure why not give some out, so people who are here get rewarded for having hanging out and chilling with me all day. I appreciate that. Sorry that there wasn't a lot of gifted stuff today, guys. I don't know why. Typically for a marathon, we get a lot of gifted subs and a lot of gifted memberships, and there was almost none. I don't know what to tell you. I was chill. I wasn't pushy today. Maybe that's what it was. But,
Bro, he can't win.
people complain that they don't want me to be pushy anymore, so I stop. I know usually there's tons of gifteds, and there wasn't today, so it is what it is.
Bro, the highlight of his streams is not even his gameplay. It's literally, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to give out some gifted subs today. Wait, you were just complaining that you only got $20 from a stream. It was like, yeah, but we didn't get any gifted subs today, guys. So I'm going to just give you guys some gifted subs for being here. Like, dude, which one is it, man? Which one is it? Hey, but that is Dark Side Phil, notorious for e-begging, and maybe he's trying to change his tune. He wasn't pushy about the donos, and he still didn't get the donos. But let me know what you think of Dark Side Phil in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Peace. All right, cool. We're crushing it. Now let's get to the Mizkif stuff. And we lost our audience. Great. The Twitch audience is low. Damn, you live today, Henry? What's good, man? What's popping, man? We trying to get to all this content that I didn't get to. So we covered Larry, covered that. Wow. Shout out to my man Degenerate.
Henry, thank you so much.
He said, shock the world's go Patriots. Hashtag we all we got, we all we need. Now, here's the thing, man. You got to be realistic. I want Drake May to win, but if I'm going to bet $2, I'm betting on Seattle. Everyone is betting on Seattle. In fact, I think 73% of the money is on Seattle. In fact, let's do a poll. Shout out to everyone watching the main channel. We're actually about to get into the Mizkif stuff right now. Let's do a poll. Who will win the Super Bowl? Man, we got a lot of people watching. We got 43 on the main and like 30 something on the clips and 10 in Twitch, but I imagine that's going to go up. Who is going to win the Super Bowl? Patriots or Seattle? Man, hopefully I spelled Seattle wrong. Cattle. Seattle. All right, I'll do it on both channels. Appreciate you, Degenerate. 37 on this channel. We're okay. 40 people watched the pin video. That's great. Close that poll out. Let's end this poll. Let's start a new poll. Who will win the Super Bowl? Shout out to everyone watching on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, like the channel. If you're on Twitch, make sure you remember free Prime subs. Who will win? Who will win the Super Bowl? Seattle. Let's see. Seattle. Let me do Patriots. Patriots and Seattle. I honestly don't know how to do one on Twitch, so there's that. Don't know, don't care, but shout out to all the people watching on Twitch. Let's get to the Mizkif stuff. All right. Someone said Seattle. Poll response, I don't care. Yeah, like some people, I don't know if I got a lot of sports fans in my audience, but the Super Bowl is kind of like a big event, It's a big event. So anyway, let's keep going down the list of content to do. Let's get to Mizkif. Or what should we do first? Should we warm y'all up with the iDubbbz Asmongold beef? Or how should we do Mizkif, Emiru, or Emiru and Denims? Maybe let's start with Emiru and Denims. Okay, let's do Emiru and Denims. How about that? They're all fixed. I'm only interested in the ads. You got that too. Emiru versus Denims. The artificial chick. Emiru is not artificial. All right, Emiru is real. She's actually the #1 female streamer, the #1 American streamer in the world right now on Twitch. So she has that going for her. All right, Emiru versus Denims. I think I spelled it right. Now I understand some of you. We got Asmongold too in here. Asmongold response. Now, here's the thing, right? This is a viral story right now. You ever met her, Henry? No. I have no interest in meeting any of these streamers. I'm still like on the fence about doing a meet and greet for 2026. I was like, maybe I have to find the right convention that I actually want to go to. And it'll just be like, I'm gonna go to this convention and I'll be there. I'm not gonna set up like some formal, like, you see some of these content creators be like, okay, give me $200. We're gonna go to dinner at Fogo de Chao, and it's gonna be included. You're gonna be in the list and all this other stuff. I'm not there. I'm not there. Henry, be careful. Well, you know, if I go out there, it's mostly like, well, maybe I can hang out with Chad or something. Like, it's more so like, who do I want to meet in real life that's in my audience? You know, and what convention would people want to go to? Obviously, this would be Power Rangers. This would be like catered more to the Power Ranger audience. It has to be far, far away from Greyhound bus lines. You know, the crazy thing, they just shut down Greyhound and they just shut down a pivotal Greyhound station in my state. I know it's hard to go from your states, from your private island. I know people think I don't leave the house. I leave the house every day. But anywho, we're gonna start here. If you're an Emiru or Denims fan, you know, let it be known. I honestly don't care who you're a fan of or who you're not. This story starts out with Denims saying that Emiru is a racist chud based off her affiliation with Tectone, Lakari, and she has not spoken about it. So here is everyone's probably, I don't know, you may know Denims, you may not, but she's pretty popular. She's currently getting sued by Ethan Klein for copyright infringement. She's in a real lawsuit, and I don't know when their trial is scheduled for, but she didn't settle, so they're going to trial. I know there are people out here who lie about being in a lawsuit, and then they just say, oh, I just got a copyright strike, but she's in a real lawsuit because she's fighting the copyright strike because he is taking her to court for copyright infringement.
When did people on the right get so soy? You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud. No, it tells me everything I need to know about the character of someone who talks about things this way. I don't know why this, I mean, it's intentional ignorance, but that's okay. It tells me everything I need to know about this person. If you are fine with commenting on things you don't know about when it benefits you, when you know your audience will like you talking about it, that's one thing.
For context, Emiru is in support of Ethan Klein suing Denims because Denims, I think she said something to the effect of, I'm hoping you watch my content, watch her non-reaction to the Hassan nuke that Ethan Klein created for the purpose of taking views away from him.
But then for you to use an opportunity or ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something, maybe your audience doesn't like it, maybe you could educate them on it a little bit, but you choose not to, you're just siding with whatever your chud or chudette audience wants to hear. She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say fuck ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
Now, I don't really get into politics, but no one has said, hey, Henry, you should say F ICE. I've given my stance on ICE. Get the illegal criminals out of here, but those who are here illegally contributing to society, like picking strawberries and performing jobs most American don't want to do. I have no issue with them being here. I mean, I've definitely went to a restaurant where I definitely knew it was some illegal people in there, and this restaurant was known for having it, but they have the best Mexican food this side of the Mississippi. And I was like, dude, yeah, I'm here. I'm here for the burritos and the tequila and the margaritas.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying fuck ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say fuck ICE. And I don't know if you know this. If you're an adult in this country, you should be the minimal amount invested in politics. Because you live here. There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What? If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole
I mean, look, guys, I got more important things to care about than politics. Like the biggest thing on my agenda right now is like tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. I ordered her birthday cake online, and today I was supposed to get a confirmation that the cake will be ready for me to pick up tomorrow by 11:30, and I haven't gotten one. So tomorrow, I don't care what ICE is doing, what Trump post or anything that happened. Come 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be calling this bakery like, hey, did y'all get my order for my cake? Is the cake gonna be ready for me to pick up today? Because I put a lot of faith in you guys being the cake provider for my daughter's surprise 6th birthday party. So, you know, that's what I care about.
Taxes thing. So I'm just not going to pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff. This is by far like I think, dumbest American quality. Saying I'm not into politics.
And oftentimes when you are a big platform, even someone came at me and was like, you should use your platform to talk about Trump. I was like, are you stupid? No, I'm not doing it. When people come to my channel, they come to laugh, maybe get, educated on some things, not to hear about my stance on Trump. Who cares? I didn't even vote. I did not vote in this past presidential election. Didn't vote. I didn't care.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get.
So this is her talking about ICE. This is Emiru's, I guess, stance or non-stance, whatever you guys want to make of it.
People wanting big content creators to like say their opinions on like important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to like get off the internet. Like, just stop. Like hello. Like,
here's the thing, right? There's people who only want to support people who share their same mindset on everything, and politics seems to be a hot trigger button. If you voted for person A and they voted for person B, then they can no longer support you or watch you because you voted for someone different than them. Me, I am historically on their channel saying, I don't care who you voted for, Trump or Kamala. I don't care. Don't talk politics. I don't care. I don't race bait. I'm not like, oh, the black man is being held back by the white man. I don't get into all that shit. But there are some content creators who do. And because she's the biggest female content creator in the world, people want her to speak on everything. They want her to become a commentary channel when I don't think that's her goal or what she wants to do.
I don't, like, what? Like, how am I gonna, I don't know, get help? Like, even, like, I don't know.
Oh, no, the big issue, the big issue, let's see, the big thing is that her head mod, oh, no, is the one that brought up the ICE question in the first place. So, just because it's her head mod, that don't mean she got to answer her head mod's question. Like, what if she don't agree with her head mod? Can people work with people who don't agree with their stances? Because it's a moderator, does that have like a greater, like, the mod brought it up, so it's very important. What does that mean? My mods bring up stupid shit all the time. All the time. I'd be like, no, I ain't covering that. I'll tell them like, that's funny, but I ain't covering that. So I don't know what difference does that make that the mod brought it up. I know a lot of people put extra emphasis on people being a moderator. Like, oh my God, the person who regulates the chat brought this up. It's like, oh, okay. The person who moderates the chat brought it up. Oh my God.
Who fucking cares, bitch?
Like, obviously I don't like dislike any of the political streamers except for like some of like the really bad ones. I don't really like them, but it's like,
I really wish these streamers would stop it with the music behind it, but she don't watch political content. She probably, I'm not going to say any names because I know how popular she is and how quickly it can go viral.
I don't understand how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like, why are you listening to them?
Bro, you think I give two shits about her political take on anything? hell to the no. I mean, she's a multimillionaire, but it didn't stop there, right? So here's the thing. They even want her to, they're upset with Emiru for not speaking on Epstein. You're like, wait, she didn't speak on Epstein? Like, no, she didn't. She didn't say what Epstein did was bad. Oh my goodness. The mods are legendary. Well, my mods are psychos, so be careful when interacting with my moderators.
I was hanging out with one of my friends while I was getting ready this morning, and they stream a little bit, and they said that, so like, their stream doesn't even know that they're friends with me, right? They're a small streamer, their stream doesn't know that we're friends, and they were telling me that, they're like, yeah, for some reason, people like always bring you up in my chat, even though they don't know that we're like friends. And they said that they were talking about the Epstein files, like just being like, oh yeah, that's like disgusting, it's crazy. And someone in their chat was like, wow, you have more balls than Emiru to talk about the Epstein files. And they were like, what? I was like, that had to have been satire or something.
I mean, do we need Emiru's opinion on Epstein? Is that something we really need? Shout out to you, Aquablast. Shout out to you. Do we really need Emiru's take on the Epstein files? If people are like, oh my God, stop what you're doing, God. Geek Zip, stop in the chat. We need to hear what Emiru has to say on Epstein. We cannot make up our minds until Emiru speaks because we must follow her take on Epstein. Like, bro, what?
Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, what? Am I like, I'm like the government as well now, I guess.
Had to work with people I disagree with in the military. With all the time in the military, we still got the work done because we didn't sweat the little things. But these people just go crazy if you don't agree with. Hey, thank you for your service. Shout out to all my vets I got watching.
Yo, Galaxy Player, thanks for the 4 months. But yeah, they said they didn't say anything because like they don't even know that we're friends. But they're like, what? I don't know. Sus, awfully quiet. Suspicious.
I mean, we live in a world though today where if you don't disavow Epstein, you must be in agreement with it. If she probably is not even following it closely, but it didn't stop there, right? It didn't stop there, right? Because she is the top female streamer in the world based on Twitch's demographics. Now, to be fair, she's the top American streamer. I believe when it comes to Spanish speaking streamers, she is not. Like the top streamer in the world is actually a Brazilian guy, more popular than Kaizenat and all that stuff. But we're not here to talk about that. People copy her. Well, if she did this, right? If she is looking like this, I promise you with this cowboy hat and her hair done the same way, there will be people who like, well, shit, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look like Emiru. Maybe I can get some success for Emiru.
Now I'm back to normal.
She copied Macho Man.
You can do a stream.
She copied Macho Man. Hey, that is true. She do got the Macho Man. All she need is like some things coming from the hat. But she's in Forbes, right? I think so. Yeah, Emiru is in Forbes.
With all of them, I feel like there's no way, but you know that video Charlie did where he's like, hey Charlie, hey Charlie, hey Charlie. Imagine if I just got like 5 of the girls who look like me and dress like me to do a stream with me. I don't think that they would. A lot of them, I don't know why they do this, but it's obvious that like they'll like buy some of the same clothes I have. They'll like kind like, so it's like I know that they know who I am, but they'll like act like they like don't want to talk. Like I don't know. Yo Yeller, thank you for the 30 months. And Anonymous, thank you for the 5. Thank you Yeller. Like they'll get mad if people bring up my name, and I'm like,
shit, man. Hey, look, dog. I could literally like, she is so popular. I could literally stop covering Power Rangers, stop covering Twitch drama, and just react to Emiru. And there are people who do it and make a ton of money. Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm gonna just react to Emiru today.
oh like,
Good or bad?
are we bros or no? I guess maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's annoying to like be compared to people, but it's like if you are trying to look like me, then why do you hate me? I don't know. Oh, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, man. You know, YouTube is comprised with like hate watchers. Like, I think I got more hate watchers than active chatters. And that's a sign that, hey, I'm doing something right with it. Now, Denims would go on to continue to post that, hey, breaking messages between Emiru and Asmongold have leaked. Hey, what's going on with ICE executing American citizens? Now, I don't think these are the actual ones. He responds, "Don't worry, kitten. Okay, yay." I think this is fake, but this is further Denims further going at it. Now, here's the thing. You know, Asmongold was not going to let this shit slide. He is going to come to her defense like he did with Mizkif. And what does he have to say?
Well, Denims is mad because Emiru said that Ethan Klein's lawsuits against her were valid.
See?
That's the reason why Denims is mad about this. It has nothing even to do about this. And she even said this. So this is the most like off the cuff comment that you could have. And this, for some reason, was too much for her. And now she's been carrying that, you know, like the chip on her shoulder for like a year now or something.
It's not soy. It's basic human dignity. You shouldn't go and harass people for no reason, just because they won't take over your political beliefs.
I know, right? It's definitely fake, but some dummies will think it's real. Well, it's on the internet, so it must be real. Duh.
This is what people like Denims do. What they do. I don't want to. Her face is too big on the screen. I don't want to see that.
You should be the minimal amount invested in politics.
Yeah.
Because
you should be invested in politics. Now, you don't want people to be invested in politics. You want people to listen to you, obey you, and do what you tell them. That's actually what you want. You don't want people invested in politics. This is a lie.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country.
You need to care.
Look, guys, when I was 18, the last thing I cared about was politics. I think when I was 18, I was leaving high school, going off to college. I can care less. Now, granted, when I was like 18, Barack was trying to get elected. And my college, since I went to a HBCU, I was out there trying to get people trying to get people registered to vote for Barack. Did I vote for Barack? Absolutely. Why did I vote for Barack? Because I knew his stance on healthcare? No. Because I knew his stance on gun laws? No. I voted for him because he was black. And I was like, let's see if we can get a black ninja in office. And by golly, George, we did. And guess what? When he ran again, did I know anything about his politics? No.
Nope.
No, but I was like, well, he black. I'm gonna vote for him because he black. And that's what I voted for. I was like, well, let's get him in 2 times. Like, yeah, that was it. I was like, hey, they're like, hey, what about his stance on foreign affairs? I'm like, bro, I voted for him because he was black. That's it. That was it. It was like, oh, he black? Yeah. So yeah, when I was like 18, voted for him, or maybe I was 19. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll show you guys the pictures of me like getting people registered to vote. But yeah, I was like, yeah, get out the vote. GOTV. I had a shirt with that shit on. GOTV. Hey, are you registered? If you're not, we can get you registered right now, dog. We got to get the black man elected. Like, and my school was HBCU. So we were in bus loads going to like some small church to vote. Like, yeah, dog, we voted for him because he was black. Now, I'm sure there are people who knew his stance, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know what he pro or against. I'm voting for him because he's black.
You have to care. It's not enough for you not to have an opinion. You have to have an opinion on this.
You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this.
You don't get to be like?
Whole taxes thing.
When did she say that? When did she say that?
So I'm just not going to pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff. This is by far like the, I think, dumbest American quality. Saying I'm not into politics.
Vote for change, but nothing really changed. I couldn't tell you. Once he got elected, I was happy. I was like, we got a black ninja in office and shit. Let's go. I wasn't like, oh, well, I'm hoping he he lowered tuition or anything. I'm just like, oh, he got elected. Cool, great. My job is done. All right, I'm back to my main focus at probably 18, 19 were women. Well, let's see who can I get to open their legs this week. Scout's honor. That was it.
Yeah, right. No, that's not the dumbest American quality. The dumbest American quality is thinking that everybody has to have your politics. That's the real reason. That's what these people do, is they go around.
This is, look, now Asmongold is far right leaning, but every now and then he shoots it down the middle. Yeah, like, dude, if you, look, y'all want to know my political stance? I'm pro-choice. But when I was married, I was pro-life. When I was not married, I was pro-choice. Married, pro-life. Divorce, pro-choice, but I got a vasectomy. When it come to guns, I'm pro-2A. I do got my concealed carry. I keep a firearm on me at all times. What's the other big one? It's usually what? Guns, abortion, and sure, less taxes. But I historically don't vote. So there go my political stance. Argue with your mama. If you don't agree, cool.
And complete non-argument. They're trying to force her into having an opinion. And you see some of these tweets, and they're going crazy about this. They're very angry at her for this. Look at all the comments here about this. Apolitical and big 2026. It's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. Fuck ICE, fuck Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, fuck Elon Musk, free Palestine, the US is stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the fuck alone. So it's so easy for you to just repeat my opinions to me and obey us and listen to everything that we.
Now, I think I've talked about this. One, I own a Tesla. I'm invested in Tesla. I want Elon to get that $1 trillion bonus because that means my stock price will go up. I don't know nothing about the Palestine-Israel struggle. I don't know. Luigi killed that ninja. I think they took the death penalty off. But Seahawks for the win. Go Hawks. All right, cool.
Tell you and be a good little NPC and allow us to co-op your platform in a way that you're not comfortable with so we can push our agenda. And if you don't do that, we're going to lie about you. We're going to malign you. We're going to attack you. We're going to misrepresent you. And we're going to attack people that are around you. These people are total fucking bullies.
Damn, man. Is he cooking? Jesus.
Let him cook.
I'm just saying, man, I don't care about any of y'all political takes, nor am I coming to y'all for y'all political stance. I'm just like, I don't care, man. Because I didn't vote. Even my mod came at me and was like, you just let your country down. I was like, I guess.
They're absolute.
What they say, I let my daughter down by not voting for Kamala.
Massive bullies. And I think they need to be called out. Like, and the funny thing about this is that this is friendly fire. Listen. Emmy has a lot of libtarded opinions. She does. Like, it's pretty fucking obvious. But just because she doesn't want to talk about it on stream, they treat her as if she's a fucking Nazi. If you don't like ICE, I think you have every right to say that you don't like ICE, and you think ICE is terrible, and you think they should get rid of ICE. I think that you're wrong, but I also think that I should have my right to say it. But the one thing that I don't think either groups of these people have the right to is to take streamers and people that don't want to be involved in this, and then lie, bully, and malign them into having a viewpoint, and then attack them whenever they take a step in the wrong direction. That's the main problem. It's not the
yeah, it was Chad.
end. It's the beginning. And it will only get worse. These people are parasites. They are the worst group of people on the entire, well, not the worst group, but they're one of the worst groups of people on the entire internet. And the way that they collectively bully people into having different opinions and trying to force this thought is disgraceful. Well, I want to let you guys know that I will do every single thing that I possibly can for my entire life to limit their influence, their authority, their ability, and I will do everything that I can possibly do to damage them because I think that it's the right thing to do.
All right, Asmongold is not for you guys forcing her to have an opinion. Dude looks like he's strung out. There you guys have it. That's Asmongold's take, and I think the last clip is of Denims responding to this, man. Now you can only imagine her response. We're just gonna kind of let this rock out because this clip is going long. Let's get her entire opinion before we cast judgment.
Pretty bad to react to a video and say not to watch the original video. That's literally all she said.
No, she said you can't do that, which is attempting to educate her audience on what you can and can't do while Daft Punk's is playing in the background. Sorry, Daft Punk, not punks. There's the hard D in Denims. You can tell when someone is starting to dislike me more. They start putting more of the Denims. Ooh. Oh.
Lawsuit. Denims is.
And I know that for the...
Now, to be fair, Denims is making bank, dog. 4,616 subs out of 5,000. I mean, we could do some quick math, right? Let's do some quick math. So 4,616 times $6 equals that times 0.7 because Twitch is taking a 30%. She making roughly $20,000 a month just off subs. Oof. Eesh. That's good for Denims though, right?
Average chud brain, they're going to struggle to understand this. That's indicative of a greater problem, right? You don't get to say, well, I don't talk about things that I don't know anything about when you choose to talk about things that you know nothing about.
Look, guys, I don't know nothing about politics. If you was, let's say, who do I have in the Israel versus Palestine thing? I'd be like, dude, I don't know nothing about that. I couldn't tell you who went in, who started it, how it started, the history of it. I couldn't tell you anything. I promise you I couldn't. I couldn't tell you anything about Trump's foreign affairs policy or anything. Only thing I could tell you about Trump is the stuff he do that go viral. That's it. The Obama pictures, yeah, he posted that. Yeah, that's it.
Talking about a lawsuit that you know nothing about is showing that you don't care about talking about things that you know nothing about. You just care about using that as an excuse when people are mad at you. Because if you cared about choosing to only talk about things that you know a lot about, you wouldn't be talking about lawsuits that you know nothing about. It has nothing to do with anything personal here. It has everything to do with the fact that that is evidence of hypocrisy.
Bro.
That was a politically beneficial move for her because she has a lot of chuds in her audience.
Now her audiences are full of racist chuds. You know, like I look, this denim stuff, man. You start going down this denims rabbit hole.
And I am on the other side of the camp, right? So she can say that comfortably and her audience will cheer.
Like the sentiment in the country is if you are Republican, you're racist, and if you're liberal, you retarded. That's not me. I honestly don't care.
Because it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, we don't like them because they're leftist libtards. Yeah.
See? See?
So it's a politically beneficial move for her. Or not politically, viewership-wise. It's a beneficial move for her. So she's happy to be hypocritical and talk about things when she knows nothing about any of the lawsuits with Ethan Klein. Literally nothing about them.
I know it's not looking good for Denims.
But when it
You know how I know? Because she filed a motion to dismiss and it's still going to trial.
comes to eyes, she wants to have her cake and eat it too and say, but I don't even know anything about politics. No. Pick one. Either you don't talk about things you know nothing about, or you talk about things that you know nothing about.
All right. Well, let me know who you guys think. Are you siding with Denims? I'll give you my opinion. I lean probably more towards Asmongold opinion of not forcing people to pick a stance. Like, imagine me going into Geek Zip's stream about horror and like, hey, who did you vote for? Let's talk about ICE. Who you support it? You don't support it? What's going on? You got a big platform, Geek Zip. I need to know your political stance now, or I'm gonna unsubscribe and never watch you again. And that's what Denims wants, I guess, to happen for whatchamacallit, for Emiru. I look, guys, you watch Emiru, you go to Emiru to probably watch her play. I've watched her play like Elden Ring. Why? Because I love Elden Ring. So when she played, I'm like, oh, all right, good old background noise. Let's see what she got going on. But outside of that, dude, you should not be getting your political advice from streamers. But if you are, Godspeed. Let me know in the comments who you think is right. See you next video. Peace. All right, let's do Mizkif, and then we on Power Rangers. On the Mizkif, we gonna skip iDubbbz because I think we're too lost. We're behind on time. All right. Let's talk Mizkif getting his life ruined. Like, surprisingly, these clips on my clips channel are doing really good. Just think, guys, if I would have been doing half Twitch, half Power Rangers for all of 2025. But hey, it happens when it happens. You still are getting your whatchamacallit clip per day. Shout out to all my Power Ranger fans. Hector David Rivera making an appearance. Happy 25th birthday. We're gonna come back to that when we get to the Power Rangers. But we're gonna start the Mizkif.
Which I'll explain.
Like, this is like I'm just gonna say it. Mizkif. Emiru. Wait. No. Did Emiru ruin Mizkif life? Bro. Look, man. Sometimes only you can ruin your life. Did my ex-wife ruin my life?
Nope.
No. Did she cost me a lot of money? Yeah. Did she ruin my life? No. My life is still lifing. Had a great weekend. Maybe I'll show, like, y'all want to see what I was doing this weekend? I think I got some time. Give me a sec. I'll show you what I was doing this weekend that I could have never done if I had a wife. Look, y'all want to see something? 1, 2, 3. Bro. I was in Snow Bunny heaven this weekend. Got a nice little in-house facial. She put like a little the jade stone on my face, rub that shit in. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey, get you one.
Where the white women at?
Could I have done this while being married? No. Has my wife ever done that? Did that while I was married? No. Oh man. Anyway, there y'all go. Look, that looks like something Django stuff. Bro, y'all wow, dog. Love who you love, dog. Love who you love. I don't care, dog. If you black and you want to date black women only, hey, good for you. I'm sure Dr. Umar would be proud. But if you are black and you want to date white women,
She tell the black woman with your silly asses that the black man is no good. And right after she turns you against the black man, she got that pink punani bent over, flat ass up in the air, giving him those flat, uncooked Cinnabons. Where the white women at?
look, I'm glowing and shit, dog. She got me all the way together. Anyway. Oh, but Emiru definitely was playing with fire. She didn't care that she smelled smoke, only that she got burned. I don't know the whole Emiru lore, man. If y'all want to educate me on the Emiru lore. It is what it is. Shout out to everyone watching on the main channel. All 52 of y'all. Shout out to all 44 of y'all on the Clips channel and 17 on the whatchamacallit channel. Cool. We got like 100 people watching. Based. All right, anyway. Did Emiru ruin Mizkif's life? You guys remember not too long ago she had this to say.
Today I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue, and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. And I have always believed in not condemning people or starting drama online. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking, why am I doing this and why now? And I would like to explain that before I get started.
Okay, so when she made this statement, Mizkif accused her of ruining his life. In fact, Mizkif is...
I hate that I have to defend myself. I have to talk.
Talking about the situation right here, I think before he goes into a bit more detail.
I hate that I have to defend myself. I have to talk about it. I hate that I have to go live and fix my reputation with clip by clip of clippers, of trying to get the word out that I didn't do anything wrong, that people don't answer me, that my old friends don't talk to me, that I can't even go back to Austin because I don't want people to think I'm stalking her. You know? It does suck. I can't be an OnlyFans thing I made because, you know, Chance can't have me in that.
I have a conspiracy theory that the TwitchCon incident was staged to get more people on her side when she accused you of that. She specifically waited till after TwitchCon to go public about it.
No, I don't think it was staged.
Do you feel sorry for Miz, guys? Do you have any compassion for Miz? Now, I've been accused of SA in civil court, and that case was dismissed by the person who actually accused me. How ironic, right? But some people said no. God damn. God damn, no.
Nope.
Y'all are not Mizkif fans, huh? Okay. So let's get to Mizkif talking or explaining in this clip how Emiru ruined his life.
That it's bullshit. She's been lying the entire time. She lied about my sexual assault. She lies about everything she says. She acts like she's this good, innocent person, but she hangs out with fucking terrible, disgusting people nonstop. It's fucking insane that people are finally realizing the mask that is Emiru. It's a huge fucking mask. You need a fucking fire hose to take that thing down because it's fake as fuck. She lies about everything about me because she's mad because I moved on. That's actually all it was. I started hanging out with another girl. She got jealous and angry about it because I was in Japan with her. So she fucking attacked me relentlessly and planned this for about 9 months with her buddies to ruin my life. Conveniently, those buddies are the ones that have sexual assault allegations and pedophilia on their computer. But apparently, I'm the fucking bad guy when Emiru's the one hanging out with those people, right?
The people he's referring to is Lakari and Tectone.
I'm the bad guy when I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. I never did anything. All of her accusations are absolute bullshit. Yeah, I slammed the door once. I slammed the door maybe even twice. I punched a hole in the wall when she wasn't even in the room. Who gives a fuck? It was my house. I was upset. It was one time in 3 years. Who cares? Who cares? This bitch ruined my life.
Holy shit. Oh man, you hate to see it, man. As someone who has been false allegated, I get it. Maybe he didn't SA her. I don't think he SA'd her, but he was definitely angry. There are definitely clips of him berating her. He's on record saying he was not the best boyfriend. But as far as that allegation ruining your life, I am in disbelief that ruined your life. I am of the opinion it impacted your life, but financially you seem to be doing good. Sure, you may not can go back to Austin out of fear of people thinking you're stalking her, and most of your friends or former friends don't want to deal with you anymore, but you ever think that maybe they were never your friends to begin with? Right? You ever think that they were never your friends to begin with? And maybe we're just using you for the clout you come with to propel their own careers, as you were at one point the LeBron James. But his messages prove him wrong. Yeah, I know he sent like 30 messages. So he has that.
I go to bars, restaurants, people call me a rapist because of what she did. Because her Asmon buddy, her little demon minion, ruined my life. And I get called a rapist now by this girl who just surrounds herself with the worst people that are in love with her, who could do her every command, including ruin my life. Notice how no one really talked about the fact that I did anything besides Asmon, who led the charge, and his little minions around him, because people realized and understood that it wasn't sexual assault. It wasn't sexual assault from the beginning. It was bullshit. And it is still bullshit.
It's weird. I don't think he SA'd her too, but my husband disagreed with me and thought it should be considered SA. So I don't know, at least from the stories they both told, I don't think it should be SA. I don't think it's SA. I just don't. Yes, this is the new Miz clip. I don't think it is. He was kissing her like he normally kisses her, and he finger popped her and got a negative response. I imagine that's not the first time he finger popped her. I imagine that's not. And she, I guess, showed signs of being uncomfortable, and he stopped. And didn't he leave? So, you know, I don't think he SA'd her. I just don't. I mean, she, you know, to give Miz credit, she said she was going to file a restraining order against him. She has not done that. So, not SA. In my opinion, I don't think it was SA.
And now I'm called a rapist whenever I do anything. I get called a pedophile whenever I do anything. I didn't realize it when I was dating her. I realized it afterwards, like a year afterwards. I'm like, holy shit. I realized things that I didn't know about her. But it's bad. She really is fucked up. Like what she said and done to me. What she said and done to a lot. And the fact that she surrounds herself with these people like Asmon and Tectone. Man, Jesus. Like, but I'm the problem. Me. You won't denounce Lucari or Tectone on your stream, but you will attack me relentlessly. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. I'm not saying she has to talk about everything that ever happens to anybody, but when you have two people that are really close to you, in fact, you were literally doing a podcast with one, and we're going to do a podcast with another, and that same person who had that pedophile link on his computer, you didn't say shit about him, you didn't denounce him, nothing. Nada. You just did 3 streams with him that month. 3, 4 streams.
Files.
Now, here's the thing, man. Why do I give this low-cow attention? Because people like me talking about Mizkif. Even Mizkif talks about me sometimes. He called me the R word, as in retarded, with the hard R. But at the same time, I mean, this is news right now. This is what's going on in the Twitch community. Did Emiru ruin his life? I don't think she did. I think it's a combination of how he conducts himself. And the people who no longer talk to him or deal with him, like I said, were likely never his friends to begin with. And he maybe have a hard time accepting that reality and think that people like Wake was his friend, even though they were living in his house. Who wouldn't want to live in one of the top streamers' houses for low rent to farm clips? Especially someone who's single, who has no kids, no family to take care of, no wife. Yeah, dog. Everyone wanted to live in your house, dog. It was the content creation mecca at the time. So yeah. Now, Nicholas Diario, friend of the show, had this take about it, said they're like side characters. I don't know what you guys make of it.
Streamers are the lowest form of celebrity. Wish more people would see that. There are many cool streamers. You guys just enjoy gawking at the assholes. Denims was in Mizkif's DMs. Now all of a sudden she started posting Emiru hate. What a strange coincidence. And it's like, oh, well, why would Denims be talking to Mizkif? And it's like, oh, wait, Mizkif is going after it's just Game of Thrones again. Yeah, get ready. Yeah, dude, it's just the Starks and the Lannisters, dude. Oh shit, yeah, dude. I'm sorry, I didn't realize this whole thing is another game. Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you for the $5, my man.
Yeah.
Do you think this is just a side story? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But here is an out of text clip of Mizkif talking to Emiru. You know, what do you guys make of this?
You puke a lot, you cry a lot, your stomach hurts all the time, you don't work at all, you don't do anything, you're lazy as hell, you're pretty much an abomination, you're weak, you're pathetic. I think he's got everything. You puke a lot.
Is this a joke or is this true?
You cry a lot, your stomach hurts all the time, you don't work at all, you don't do anything, you're lazy as hell, you're pretty much an abomination, you're weak, you're pathetic. I think he's got everything.
I mean, and what these streamers do is they farm a lot of clips, man. But, Emiru was violent to Mizkif. Let's not lose track of men being victims.
I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I was not perfect.
Bro got hit with a stuffed animal and said that was violence, man. Oh, she threw some clothes at him. Oh my goodness, man. Jesus.
And I reflect.
This is in response to, I guess, the whole phone incidents. Yes, plushies. Violent, soft plushies. And seeing how massive, look how massive Emiru's muscle structure is. So because she's so massively buff, throwing that 1.5 pound plushie at him is like Randy Johnson's fastball barreling down at him. Yeah, Randy Johnson, he disintegrated a pigeon during a baseball game. So yeah, she definitely was at 150 miles per hour on that plushie. Yeah, man. So, yeah. And maybe you don't know who Randy Johnson is, but do your Googles. Randy Johnson Bird. I think this clip killed Mizkif. I don't know if this clip killed him, man. I think it was I think Mizkif is a combination. Sure, this clip didn't help Mizkif, but at the same time, how you conduct yourself, how you do things, that would do something too. Now, what he should have done, which he did, was file a defamation lawsuit against her for saying he SA'd her. But he went above and beyond, filed one against Asmongold, and I believe Asmongold was dismissed from the case. I haven't checked the Pacer account, so I don't know if Emiru responded yet. Probably hasn't, and he hasn't filed for her to be alternatively served last time I checked. So she could respond. So they could get these defamation lawsuit going against Emiru. But he lumped it in with OTK and just muddied the waters a bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Did Emiru ruin his life? Like I said, no. It's a combination of things. But I could be wrong. Tell me in the comment section. Like, share, hype. I'll see you next one. Peace. All right, cool. All right, guys. That was the conclusion of all of the drama. We did legal mindset. That was great. That was an extra clip. Extra clip. Let's start with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then we're gonna go into after teenage. Let's just do I just like this format so much. It's just so much easier to do right here. We're gonna do this format. Appreciate everyone who was just here for the Twitch drama, but if you're here for me, stick around for some Power Ranger stuff. He has already been kicked out of Austin before Emiru came out. See, I don't know the lore. You know? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by John Likens. Give him some credit. You know? Now, this is uber viral, but the way I'm going to cover it is probably not been covered by anyone before. So, all right, cool. He's killing it. Well, he's always been killing it, but not everyone knows about it. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film is going viral. It was created by John Likens, but a lot of people don't know who he is. But let's watch the clip first. God, Likens gets it. Well, it's a lot more to Likens than most people don't know about. This is how it should be done, right? I mean, you can get away with this violence as long as it's robotics. If you were used humans, this will get it R rated, but because he's attacking robots, doesn't matter. Now, you like, damn, that Raphael shit went hard, right? But here's the thing, right? John Likens, this ain't his first one. This is the one that kind of went uber viral. But he has other ones. He has a shorter one called Leonardo. And this is quote unquote his test footage. So I imagine he may be working on something bigger with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or not, but he might be because I'm going to show you his film credits. Now, I mean, I've always been a Leonardo fan. Always. One, he's the leader. Two, he got the two swords. That's the GOAT. And it's one more, and then we're gonna check out the other stuff he did that's not on YouTube. All right, so who is John Likens, right? He actually has a website that I haven't seen anyone go to. If you want to look at some of his other animations, his professional animations, some of his more popular animations, I believe he did the Deadpool vs. Wolverine opener. You like, wait, what? We're about to watch copyrighted footage? Maybe not. You see, this is his work. You're like, wait, he did this? Yes. You see, he did this. Now I got to pause it so we don't get copyright claim. But yeah, this is his work too. You're like, wait, he did this? Yeah. All right, we know that bye would get us, but we could skip around, and it's hyper violent, so we're gonna click off of that. But this is his website where you can actually see he's a director, designer, and animator. And he worked on some popular IP. You got Deadpool. Even the most recent, the John Hamm, Your Friends and Your Neighbors, Shogun, Asgard's Wrath. It is some good ones. This Iron Man one, this one was a monster right here. I don't think this is going to get copyright claim, but this is the Iron Man. You get to see like the behind the scenes of how he did it. Now this is dope. He's probably, one of one on the animation tip, especially he's doing all this. You have to imagine he's probably working on Doomsday too. Hopefully it's not copyrighted music, man. A little different than the Aaron Schoenke shut up, right? Yo, I couldn't do this if my life depended. I don't have the patience. Like, even when it come to like just animating stuff on like Premiere Pro, I don't got the patience for all this, but John Likens is crushing it. And everyone is talking about his Raphael test footage. One, because it's 2 minutes long. It's not short like most of his clips. And breaking it down, I can see this become a reality. If someone was to say, hey man, can you do an entire movie like this? Yeah, it'd be dope. Hey, the Foot Clan is now robots, right? And the Foot Clan actually look dope. They're not like little runaway kids learning martial arts. Swords and blickies. Now, I thought that they did something good was when his shell got shot. Right here, where's it at? Right here. When the shell got shot, I was like, oh wow, the shell is bulletproof. That's a new addition. I mean, but like, how does it heal? I thought that was great to show like, hey, the shells are actually bulletproof, not just the back, but the front also. So this could be a new direction. Even though I did like the most recent edition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I bet the millions put into Legend of the White Dragon, they could have been given to this dude to do some work. Yeah, we're actually gonna get to Legend of the White Dragon, but yeah, this is what it is. Mutation is a funny thing. I did like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Ice Cube. Oh man, I thought that was great. Now my daughter didn't care for it, but I like the storyline. I like everything about it. But I would like this too. There can be in a world where both exist. Now this leans like it may be a hard PG-13. Yo, this is great, man. We need more of it. Go support John Likens. Go subscribe, like the videos. I'm sure based on his catalog, you know, he's not doing your superpower beatdowns, guys. He's not going from Ant-Man to superpower beatdown for some friend rate. Nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not going from RoboCop to Tyrant to Transformers to Aaron Schoenke. Nah. We up there. I can't wait to see what he did on Doomsday. And if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments section. See you next video. Peace. All right, cool. Let's get to the Walter Jones stuff. We are crushing it. We got Walter Jones, Legend of the White Dragon, and then the Spades movie. And it's 4:00. So we should be done by my 5:00. Set point. Shout out to all 27 people watching on the main channel. Is the main channel still doing? Yeah, we got 52 on the 27. Okay. I'm about to say, like, no way main channel people stick around for Power Ranger content. They be here for the Twitch stuff and they be like in and they be out. Man, I want to talk about Corey Holcomb destroying his goddamn career too. That's one of my favorite comedians. But we got the Larry Wheels. We didn't talk about Gorilla. But we're going to talk about Walter Jones. Walter Jones capping. Let's see. Walter Jones interview. All right. I need to prepare some chicken wings and nachos. I know, man. At 5:00, I want to try to make it to the bar, dog. Get my wings and French fries and stab up out of there. Anywho. Where we at? Where's the Walter tab? All right. Oh man. And share Sky Car Wash. Okay, we'll get to the Sky Car Wash. All right. Walter Jones explains how unfair pay led to him not being in the Power Rangers movie. Now, this is just a little snippet.
Me before the interview that you just now seen the movie for the first time.
Yeah. I watched it probably a year ago for the first time because I didn't care to see it. I was like, that was supposed to be my movie, you know? And so I didn't really, and I was busy working at the time, so I didn't care to go check it out or, you know, it didn't matter to me at that point. But
I think he's capped out. You know how I know he's capped out? Because he did an interview a while ago where he talked about how he regrets being in the movie. But before we get to that, let's just watch the real thing. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, great channel. And he's doing phenomenal work. So let's hear him out.
if we would all gotten a lawyer together.
Absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all went on a strike, right?
We walked off the set. So our contract was over for the first season, and they had given us a contract for 3 movies. So we all got a lawyer. If we would all gotten a lawyer together and all negotiated for a contract all together, they couldn't do the movie with none of us. They wanted us. So if we would have stuck together, then we would have been able to negotiate a decent contract. Probably would have went SAG, which is what it should have been. And maybe we got a percentage of the merchandise. I don't know.
That's what it was all about. He wanted a percentage of merchandise. Now, someone said, if I watch this, you'll see that he's talked about how he wanted a percentage of the merchandise in the toy sales. I'm not sure if it comes up. This is my first time watching it. However, all of them didn't get a lawyer. It was him, Tweet, and Austin who had a lawyer. And they asked for a percentage of toy sales. Hopefully that comes up.
But we definitely would have been living a lot better than we were after, they continued on without us. So it is what it is. It's funny because I'm friends with the actors that came and that ended up getting the parts after we walked away. And man, for them, it was like, can you imagine being an actor who watched the Power Rangers and then you audition to be a Power Ranger and you find out that you are the new Power Rangers on the TV show and you're doing the movie in about a month? It's like they didn't earn that, you know.
Shit. They didn't earn it. Oh man, he said that.
You audition to be a Power Ranger and you find out that you are the new Power Rangers on the TV show and you're doing the movie in about a month. It's like they didn't earn that. You know, that wasn't their movie. That was a movie we earned that we built a following for. And they did the movie. Apparently they were supposed to do 3 to 6 more of them. And they never did another one like that because it didn't have the same hit. They took a hit on it.
Oh my God, they did not take a hit on it. It was profitable. We've already debunked it, but this is the same narrative. Remember when Austin St. John said, oh, they took a hit on it? No, they didn't. It was profitable. It was profitable. And it was profitable without him being in it. And shame on him for saying they didn't earn it because he thinks he earned a percentage of the toy sales.
They should have just made it fair for everybody. And then, who knows? The movie would have done a lot better, I'm sure.
And I remember as a kid, watching that movie for the first time. And I always wondered why the original cast wasn't in the movie.
Like, where did they go? Yeah. Wait, where's that? Where's Trini? Where's what was his name? Jason. Yeah. But I mean,
Now let's just debunk them real quick. We're gonna debunk one of his talking points because we need to speak accurately, right? And oftentimes when people do these interviews, they don't speak accurately. So the 1995 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie film success grossing over 66.4 million worldwide against a 15 million production budget. So despite mixed critical reviews, it recovered all production and marketing costs, solidifying its status as profitable venture for 20th Century Fox. So you have to speak accurately. But, he didn't watch the movie. When we get to that, I'm going to show you a clip that may make you think he did watch the movie. That was from 2013. So let's get back to my man capped out. Let's continue to let him cap out. It's all good. Victim. Being a victim, guys. A lot of people want to be one.
After I left the show, I went on to have another show on Nickelodeon called Space Cases. And that was a lot of fun. That was cool. And they paid me well, which is good. I mean, what I was making on that show is what I should have been making on Power Rangers easily,
But even Space Cases wasn't enough. Remember, Space Cases season 3 didn't happen because he wanted more money and he jumped ship to get more money, literally killing Space Cases because he was a pivotal character. They didn't want to just, plug and play him. They said, oh, you're going? He was like, yeah, I'm going. So he left the show. And that impacted every other actor who was on the show looking forward to season 3. And he literally left and that show got canceled. I hope it comes up. I pray it comes up. Like I said, I haven't seen this part.
So, and if I'd done that, I would have been doing just fine, I'd have been quite happy. They just didn't want to negotiate the contract. I think they were afraid that because...
Wait, they didn't want to negotiate the contract? No, they did negotiate the contract. They offered you more, but you, Austin and Twee wanted a percentage of the toy sales. I hope he makes that clear.
I think they already had intentions of changing the cast at some point because the Japanese footage they change every year, or they change, the Rangers change. They only had so much Mighty Morphin footage. And then after that, it was going to go into Zeo, and then it was going to go on to this. And so they already, I think, had intentions of changing the cast, but slowly, like losing one person here, one person there, adding a new person. And I think he just said, well, forget it. We'll just lose all 3 of them, and we'll just start all over. But it took a hit. I know I met a lot of fans who were like, when I found out you left the show, I went in my room and I ripped the poster down because I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, if that was the case, then why was the movie still profitable? It wasn't enough people that did that. Why did the show go on to continue to have success without you being in it?
I can't believe he's not there no more. It hurt a lot of people. It devastated a lot of kids. But
why didn't they write in and say, "Hey, we need the black guy back"?
Who was all the members that left the show?
Who left was the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and myself. So it was Austin St. John, Twee Trang, and myself. Who stayed was the Blue Ranger, the Pink Ranger, and the Green Ranger. So that was Jason David Frank, Amy Jo Johnson, and David Yost. And they had their reasons for staying, you know. I mean, like, it's not everybody that's brave enough to rock the boat. You know, like we're winning. We're on this amazing show. We're about to do a movie. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, but we're being screwed and we've been getting screwed. So do you continue to get screwed and not rock the boat? Or do you stand up for yourself against the bully that's like going, hey, well, you know, we can fire you. I'm like, well, man, we got to stand up.
You didn't stand up. You got greedy. Now here, we got Jason David Frank's response. Remember when I covered this, guys? Remember when I broke this story? Goddamn, man, I've been breaking stories since breaking stories. But here's the footage where Jason talked about them wanting to leave or whatever. And, you know, Shaw 84 is right. He probably was exaggerating that they
guys did. They want what you do if I have money. Okay, people see me and I
family to feed. Let's run it back.
See, the whole thing is I never came from a house full of money. Okay, people see me, and I think that's why I appreciate money so much and respect other people and respect people that don't have money. And I don't care if you have money. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. If I like you, I like you. And I'm pretty down to earth, and you can come and you talk to me. That's why I never acted like an actor or, you know, and all those guys did. Austin did, and all those guys did. They wanted, you know, they want to strike and $1 million an episode, and I had a family to feed. I couldn't do that kind of stuff.
And, you know, Shaw 84 is right. Damn, they wanted $1 million an episode and he had a family to feed. You see, you're like, wait, Henry, you covered this? Yes. I broke this a long time ago. Broke it a long time ago. It lives on the main channel where it's called Jason David Frank Exposing Austin St. John in Unreleased Audio. But let's get back to him. Let's get back to him. And let's hear how he was done wrong, guys. Let's hear how he was done wrong. You know, all we want him to do, guys, is
tell the whole truth all the time.
At some point, you got to stand up. So that's what we did. You know.
And you was telling me before the interview that you just now seen a movie for the first time.
Yeah.
Cap.
Stop the cap.
Big cap. You mean to tell me this, right? You mean to tell me that the movie role that you were supposed to be in, you just now watched it almost 30 years later. But you said in a previous interview, you regret not being in the movie. I think that is the biggest bullcrap out there. You literally see people go on to take your role, take your fame, and you didn't even have the gall to watch the movie that you chose to walk away from. Come on, man. I mean, if you believe it, you believe it. I mean, there are people who believe this guy never lies. So, you know, you have that.
I watched it probably a year ago for the first time because I didn't care to see it. I was like, that was supposed to be my movie, you know? And
I mean, do y'all believe he watched it a year ago?
I was busy working at the time, so I didn't care to go check it out or, you know, it didn't matter to me at that point. But I saw it and it was entertaining. It was cool. It would have been better with us. You know, it would have been better with a little hip hop keto in there, you know, a little Zach flavor. I mean, because my character was like very different from all the rest of the characters. You know, I was like charismatic. Everybody was charismatic, but I was charismatic in a different way. I implemented hip hop keto into my dance style. It wasn't all that, but it was like, you know, I had a different vibe, different energy. And
all right. No one believes you didn't just see the movie, dog. Verdict is out.
And I was representative of a whole lot of black and brown people, including white people. So I represented everybody, but it was a face that everybody could look at and go, that's my guy, you know?
I don't think you're representing white people at all. I don't think you. Okay, I changed my YouTube name. Handle now. Super Sentai is on a significant hiatus. Power Ranger Donnie. All right, so here is another clip where he talks about regretting not being in the Power Ranger movie.
I regret that the show was a non-union show. That was definitely a problem and an issue. But I don't regret that I did the show in any way. I regret that I didn't do the film. But that was a contractual thing. It was like, I wanted the show to be union. I really wanted the show to be union because...
Now, the messed up thing is he didn't say he wanted the toy sales in this interview. Kind of get lost. Some people, you could say it's lies by omission. But we'll run it back. Any regrets?
I regret that the show was a non-union show. That was definitely a problem and an issue. But I don't regret that I did the show in any way. I regret that I didn't do the film. But that was a contractual thing. It was like, I I wanted the show to be union. I really wanted the show to be union because I thought if it was union, then it would be fair. You know, the union protects actors. I mean, this industry is a very difficult industry. It's not an industry where you can excel and do really well and continue to work. I mean, there's a lot of people that have had successful TV shows and you never see them again. They may never get another job because it's a highly competitive industry. So,
I mean, it's a highly competitive industry, and if you get the reputation for being greedy, then, you know, maybe people may not want to work with you. Or if you just don't got talent to begin with as an actor, and you got lucky to be cast in a show that no one thought was going to succeed, and it had above average success.
The show being what it was, and it was like such a huge success in the first season. And then we did a second season, and then it was like, oh, now we're about to do a movie. In fact, there may be 2 movies. And, you know, we were given a contract for movies, and they were non-union. And I was like, wow, they made $1 billion in the first year, and this is still a non-union show. And now they want us to do non-union movies. And at that point, I just felt like we needed to renegotiate. And in the end, it didn't work out. You know, I mean, I regret that I didn't do the movie. And I wish I had. I wish that everything had worked out. You know, that's my biggest regret because I'm excited about being a Power Ranger and what it's done for my life and what it's done for the lives of other people and what we created as a cast and the product that we created and how it affected people. I mean, every day somebody comes up to me and is like, man, you don't even know, like you were my childhood or.
All right, we kind of get the point, right? You get the point. Let's go back to the Cap'n interview. All right, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
I'm like him. I want to be like him. I was the first. Yeah.
And when they made that deal for the 3 movies, right? Y'all had no idea they did that without y'all knowing, right?
Yeah. It was that's what the movie was gonna be for. It was like the contract wasn't just for one movie. That was the catalyst to it all. It was like, oh really? So you're gonna give us this contract. We're supposed to just take whatever you give us and not have an agent or a lawyer negotiate it for us. And I can tell you that the first movie was under $20,000. $20,000 for a multi-million-dollar movie, 20th Century Fox, and that's what they're going to pay the stars.
Now, here's the thing. What other $20,000 opportunity did you have on the table? He had literally no other opportunities, guys. Don't let your pride mess up your bag. $20,000 for 2 movies or 1 movie or whatever is better than $0 for 0 movies. And keep in mind, once he left Power Rangers, he didn't have any like acting success afterwards. He was never like a leading person, or he was more so like a glorified extra. Oh, we're gonna have a cameo here. So like, don't turn down the little bag because you want a bigger bag when you have no other bag offers on the table.
It was unheard of. It was like, no. And then there was attached to it 2 other movies with a small upgrade of what the pay was, you know, within a $20,000 range. There's nothing. So they're going to make another billions of dollars off the movies, and we were still going to be broke. Like couldn't afford a place in LA, couldn't buy a nice car, couldn't, you know, I mean, barely getting by. It sucks. It sucks. So.
Yeah, they was clearly taking advantage of y'all because y'all was young.
See, I disagree with the art of dialogue. Taking advantage is such a predatory way of looking at things. I think they offered them what the rate was. And clearly there were other people willing to do it. And that's what people forget. There is someone right now willing to do the job that you go to that you think you're underpaid at. I promise you, there is somebody out there willing to do your job for less.
Weren't. I was 26 at the time. Yeah, I mean, we were playing kids, but we were all adults. But we were, you know, we were new in the industry until we weren't. I did 85 episodes. So after the first 20, 30 episodes of it being a hit show, I was no longer new. You know what I'm saying? The contract should have been able to be negotiated before then. and it should have been negotiated to be SAG. And we even had cast and crew coming up to us and going, "Hey guys, hey, they're really screwing you guys, man. You guys should go SAG. You should make the show SAG, and that way it'd be fair, and that way it'd be. I mean, like because the cast and crew, the crew was even non-union, so everybody felt the same way. Everybody was like, we're on this hit show. This guy's making $1 billion. He made $1 billion the first season. Billion. That's a whole lot of millions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole lot of millions, bro. So it would not.
Don't let the cast and crew talk you out. Like, yeah, it should be union. Of course, everyone wants it to be union because then you can get residuals, probably a better day rate. I think this was a missed opportunity. And he even said it in the video clip. He regretted. But he put up his home. Look, yeah, I showed you everything Saban went through to get Power Rangers off the ground. Putting up his home. Oh, yeah, I had to get a second mortgage on my house. Yeah, I bought the rights for $500,000 and it was for 10 years and the show didn't pop till year 8. And I spent 8 years trying to get someone to buy it and no one would invest in it. This is sour grapes in history. Well, I mean, you see it.
I've heard him to lose $6 million out of his $993 million to make the rest of us happy. His stars. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Or now look, man, Art of Dialogue, right, is a business owner, right? I'm sure he's not going to be willing to give up a percentage of his revenue for some interview, right? Like, oh, well, I did a lot of views on your channel. You think you're going to give me a bonus for the interview I did? You're going to be like, nope. No, I built up the platform. I built up my algorithm where at least every video I do gets 30,000 views. And every now and then, some would get 200 to 1 million. That's him. Art of Dialogue put all that work in himself, not anyone he's interviewing. So his interviews do generally well from the work he put in, not necessarily who's on his show.
If you look at it from a business perspective, then they say shrewd, but I would say greed. It wouldn't take that much.
I mean, he called us a buying greedy. God, hey, what about them prices that you got, Walter? For a signature, for a selfie, are you being shrewd or are you being greedy? Is this the pot calling the kettle black?
It doesn't show any compassion. It doesn't show any compassion for the people that are helping you build your brand. You know what I'm saying? And I think from his perspective, he'll say, I built the brand. I did everything. I brought this here. I sold the toys. I did that. And I gave you an opportunity. I think his perspective was, I gave you an opportunity to be famous. You'll be famous, but you won't be rich. But what is that?
Look, hey, Saban was based. If that's what Saban told him, like, look, I gave you an opportunity to be famous. If you can't monetize your celebrity, then what are you doing? What are you doing? And he did monetize his celebrity. He went on to go do car shows and make like $40,000 in a weekend back in the day. He don't talk about that. That's like not talked about because the selling point is he's a victim. Hey, victim. Jewish man didn't want to pay me. That's Saban. He didn't want to pay me. He was shrewd.
Not if you want to continue to have the magic that was there. Like we had a great chemistry. We had something that hadn't been seen before. So I don't know. It is what it is, bro.
Yo, Saban ain't losing no sleep over this shit. Y'all can do interview after interview.
Aaron, one more. Greed.
Look, man, get away from this victim lifestyle, man. He's not a victim. He volunteered for that. He signed the contract. And when the show popped, he wanted to reap the rewards of Saban's hard work. That's what it was. Saban put everything he had into Power Rangers. If Power Rangers bust, Saban more than likely would have been facing bankruptcy. And a lot of people are not willing to bet on themselves to be successful in the way that Saban did. Do you think I'm about to take out another mortgage on my house so I could be a YouTube content creator full time? Hell no.
Nope.
Did Saban do it to get Power Rangers off the ground? Yeah, he's like, look, I'm gonna just take out the second mortgage on this house, borrow against it. If we win, we're gonna be set for life. But if we lose, we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to downgrade our lifestyle. We're gonna get foreclosed on. That's the bet Saban was willing to take. Walter took no bet, no risk in doing his show when he had no other acting gigs on the table. And we know that because when he left, he had Space Cases and then some other show that was going to pay him more, and he ain't had nothing since. So I've said I'm sorry, Saban. More to the story, don't get greedy.
Aaron, one more. Greed, greed, greed.
In the world that we live in now, and the temperament that we have where people are greedy.
This guy, I promise you, is of the opinion, and this may piss y'all off, of rich people need to pay more taxes because they got it. And because Saban made so much money, who cares if he makes some guy off the street a millionaire because he got it? He can afford it. Work hard, guys. Put in the work. Make some sacrifices. What am I doing? Hey, Super Bowl. I'm gonna be editing. I'm gonna be editing out the house. You gonna be with your family? Nah, I don't want to go over there. I gotta work. Why you gotta work? Well, so my channel can kind of grow. Maybe one day I can do it full time. And I gotta lay the foundation. I can't be like, well, GeekZip got $1 million. He could just give me some and then I could do it full time, man. I collab with GeekZip. No, Ninja, get this shit on your own.
It's all about me. I want everything. I think that's what it was about, But some
as it
people
should be.
will look at
Bro, look. If I invest in a business and it pops off, the people who contracted to work for my business, they might not see the rewards because, hey, I'm paying you guys. I'm paid you for a job, man. If the fucking job went belly up, you're going to have your hand out like, hey, Henry, where my money? Hey, man, you signed the contract, Henry, that I'm supposed to make this amount of money per week. Yeah, man, but Walter, the business is not doing too good, man. You think Walter's like, well, okay, man, since the business is not doing good and you don't have to pay me this week? No. But because the business is doing good, he's like, well, you got to pay me more. It's, whatever, man.
Somebody like that and go, well, that was shrewd. That was, but I would say, I would say greedy.
For you personally, when did you first see the red flags that something wasn't right?
Oh, the red flag came immediately as we signed the first contract. We knew it was a bad contract. I mean, and they told us then, listen, you can take this to your man. Like after 2 weeks of auditioning, they finally go, all right, you guys are the ones. You are cast. You guys are going to be, the Power Rangers. And actually, it wasn't even called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the beginning. It was called Phantoms. Eventually, they changed the name and, it became Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Apparently, I heard the story recently. They had heard the name Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he knew he wanted the name to be na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, something like that. So they came up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right? So, when we first got the contract.
Who came up with the name? Saban. How? Oh, he saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hey, five syllable kids' names work. All right, cool. All right, well, we need a 5-syllable name because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles worked. Oh, they got TMNT, MMPR. Oh, all right, cool.
They said, show it to your agent or your lawyer, but the first person that comes back and wants to negotiate or change anything will fire you or hire somebody new. Now, at that point,
Oh, that's good. You cooking now.
When we first got the contract, they said, show it to your agent or your lawyer, but the first person that comes back and wants to negotiate or change anything will fire you or hire somebody new. Now, at that point, I'm a brand new actor. I've only done extra work here and there. I've done theater. I haven't been on TV. I'm not a TV actor. So, you know what? I'll take this opportunity to do this. Maybe if it becomes something, the next contract, the next season, it'll be better for us. So, you'll take that first loss. You're like, all right, just to get the opportunity to work as an actor, to get the opportunity.
Now, mind you, if this Ninja watch is real, that's like a $35,000 to $65,000 watch. If it's real. if it's real, I know my watches. And I know a lot of people wear fakes. Ask him, is his watch real? Keep in mind, Walter's math is 5 plus 5 is 85,000. And yeah, you people call out he's a brand new actor. He's an unproven talent. He doesn't have a big name. Look, if they cast me in Spider-Man, right? They're like, Henry, we want you to be in Spider-Man. You think I got much leverage to be like, well, you know, if you want me in Spider-Man, you're going to have to give me this. In fact, you know, if you're going to make a toy, I want a percentage of the toy sales. This is 60. Look, yeah, someone say, yeah, this is, they know I know watch. This is 65, 35 to $65,000 watch. It depends on the guts of it. Like, is it a skeleton? Is it a perpetual calendar? If it's a perpetual calendar, that's worth even more. We're talking about 125,000. But most people wear fakes in Hollywood because who's going to call them out?
Opportunity to have to learn about being behind the camera, the whole thing, you know. I mean, we knew immediately there was a bad contract. It was obvious. However, taking that opportunity, like, you know, taking a shot, like, you know, you had to take the shot for the first one, but after the second season, it was like, it didn't get much better. And it was like, oh, come on, man, it's not right. You know, so we knew from the very beginning.
When you look back at hindsight, do you regret leaving the show so early?
Okay, so I wish I'd done the movie. That movie was my movie. It would have been the biggest budget movie I've ever done, right? I would have gone to Australia, I would have shot this movie that I earned. It would have been, you know, and I believe that the movie would have done well, it would have done better, and I probably would have done 3 or 4 more other movies. Now, I wish I'd done that. I wish that had happened, but I don't wish that I would have done it for the negotiated price that we were doing it for. I mean, I had to stand up, you know. I missed that I didn't do that movie, but if I had to do it all again, I would do it again. I would do it again. I would just hope that everybody's still with me, because that would have made a difference.
Bro, no, they were not standing with you, dog. Jason's like, look, dude, I got kids. You got, I think he had, did he have kids too at the time? I don't know. Is he hating on Saban so much? Why he's still making money off the character Saban made? Yeah. Well, he's not. He's mad. He's not a multi-millionaire. We probably haven't gotten to that toy sale part yet, right?
So some of the cast, they changed their mind about going on strike.
Well, we all had a conversation about it, and it was like, well, you know, I think, you know, sometimes people say things half-heartedly. You know, everybody was excited about the movie. We talked about, you know, it wasn't fair. We should negotiate it. You know, we should get a lawyer. But it's easy for somebody to go, yeah, you know, if you get a lawyer, I'm down. But once you got a lawyer, now they got to make a decision. And, you know, I guess, you know, they had their...
Bro, I'd be like, yo, can you speak accurately? Like, who said that? Who agreed to stay? Who didn't? So he's trying to say, if someone said, you got a lawyer, I'll be down, and you get the lawyer and then they're no longer down again. Like, is that what he's alluding to?
Reasons of saying, nah, it's easy for somebody to go, yeah, you know, if you get a lawyer, I'm down. But once you got a lawyer, now they got to make a decision. And, you know, I guess, you know, they had their reasons of saying, no, I don't want to talk to a lawyer. I don't want to do it. Maybe they're afraid. They're afraid that they were going to lose the job. Maybe they're afraid that they wouldn't, you know, the Green Ranger had just become the White Ranger, and he's doing well. Like he's coming up. He's growing in views. So maybe he's afraid to lose that.
No, he's like, look, I got mouths to feed. I got people who are relying on me to be a Power Ranger. I cannot risk my livelihood because my family is looking for me to put food on the table. And right now, Power Rangers is helping me put food on the table. So excuse me if I'm not part of your little strike that you guys want to do because you want more money than what's currently being offered. And who am I rooting for the Super Bowl? Seattle's going to win. But I want the Patriots too. And
everybody's got different reasons, you know, but, you know, originally we were supposed to do it together. And at the end, you know, it was only the 3 of us that were willing to stand up. And actually what happened is when in us standing up.
Remember, we saw David Yo saying that's not true. Remember, David Yo said, hey, that's not true. So you got that.
It made it better for them because then they offered them more money to stay. Right?
Didn't they offer you more money too? But you said it wasn't enough. And that's the part where I think that doesn't get talked about, right?
And then we went back to him going, hey, look, we're doing these car shows and we're making more in a weekend then we make an entire season. This is what our worth is. And then they went and they complained, hey, so we heard about these appearances, so they paid them more money to stay even more. So we made it better for them.
Yeah, dog. I mean, you shouldn't have left, man. You shouldn't have left.
And they stayed, and we had to move on.
Did they personally tell you that they was backing up?
No, we were negotiating for the contract, and then we saw that they were having auditions, and I was like, wait, I thought we were negotiating to come back to do to finish it. And so yeah, it was unfortunate. I think I was in Hawaii on a vacation with some fellas when I found out that.
Someone said, "Damn, I guess that hair dye is fading away as Walter lied." Look, man. Yeah, David did say they lied. Maybe I could find that clip of him saying that they lied. Like there was never an agreement to stick together. And unfortunately, right now they know it's more money into just ignoring when they say this story than coming out and debunking them and saying, "Hey, nah, man, nope, I never agreed to do that. Nope, I was never with that."
It was no longer going forward. That they hired 3 new Rangers and they were going to do the film, and we weren't coming back to the show, and it was done. And I was like, man, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, I just had to figure out, well, I just got to move forward. Just got to keep going. I mean, and then the good thing for me was because the show was a hit and I was coming away from it, I had name value because I was on a hit show. So now in my audition process, because I'm a real actor. I'm like, I've been acting, I had agents. I was pursuing acting. I didn't just like walk into it like, the Red Ranger went to the audition for a bet. He never really wanted to be an actor. He just kind of happened to be the right guy for the part, and it worked out. But I had always dreamt of pursuing an acting career. So now when my agent, I was hotter in the industry. The guy that's coming from the Power Rangers, he's got, I got a good agent. I got opportunities to audition. So I booked the show on Nickelodeon, and then I was booking Disney stuff, and they were making me offers. And, it was like I had a better name in the industry than I would have if I didn't have the Power Rangers behind me.
I agree with that. He was a name brand back in that time, but he didn't capitalize on it. He was too greedy. And that was his downfall. That was the end of his greed led to his demise. He should have stayed on Space Cases instead of screwing those people over when he left.
However, if I worked on the show for six years, let's say, like Jason Frank, he worked on the show for 6 years. So now he's kind of typecast as this Ranger. So it's hard for anybody to see him as anything else but that. So it was fortunate to me that I had done it, but I wasn't so ingrained in it that I couldn't do anything else. And so that's why I was able to have a prosperous career. I had the talent, I had the name, it worked out, but not everybody else was able to build a career after Rangers because some people got typecast.
Most of the people who become Power Rangers get typecast. But I want to kind of go back, right? I think maybe I missed something. The toy sales, I think, was talked about a bit more right here in this clip.
I saw it and it was entertaining. It was cool. It would have been better with us, It would have been better with a little hip hop keto in there, a little Zach flavor. I mean, because my character was like very different from all the rest of the characters. I was like charismatic. Everybody was charismatic, but I was charismatic in a different way. I implemented hip hop keto into my dance style. It wasn't all that, but it was like, it was, I had a different vibe, different energy. And I was representative of a whole lot of black and brown people, including white people. So I represented everybody, but it was a face that everybody could look at and go, that's my guy, I'm like him. I want to be like him. It's funny because I'm friends with.
All right. I know we touched on the toy sales, but I kind of want to bring it back. When it comes to the toy sales, there's a clip of him talking about if he would have got a percentage of it, saying that he would have been a millionaire. And I was just like, but he didn't put up any money for it. And it's at the beginning of this clip. Well, it's at the beginning of this clip. Well, wrong one. Where's the clip? That's the clip. There's the clip. It's at the 40-second mark. And look, man, you get in what you put out. And that's something I want to stress. You get in what you put out. You put nothing into YouTube, you're going to get nothing out of YouTube. You put a lot into YouTube, you could make millions in YouTube. You could be set for life.
Should have been, and maybe we got a percentage of the merchandise. I don't know, but we definitely would have been living a lot better than we were after. They continued on without us. So it is what it is. It's funny because I'm friends with.
Where is my percentage of the toy sales clip? I'm just saying. All I would say is be grateful, man.
Henry, thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Paul, for the $1 dono, man. Thank you, dog. Be grateful for everything you get, man. Paul didn't have to give me that $1. He could have saved it, but he gave it. Appreciative of it. He was greedy. Walter was greedy. He still is greedy. Look at his prices. And people could say, well, this inflation is going up. I mean, look at the watch he wearing. Remember, I said, hey, if this watch is real, it's like a $35,000 to $65,000 watch. I don't know which model this AP is. So the last thing I want to hear about a dude complaining about money wearing a $35,000 watch. Now, do I think it's real? I would be very surprised if that's real. But hey, if he can afford a $35,000 watch, hey, more power to him, man. One black man to another. Shit, I know I can't. You see this? I mean, it looked nice, but it ain't $35,000 nice. But I'm happy. To give Walter credit, he's doing the right thing. He's staying relevant. But this whole victim narrative of Saban could have gave him some money, it just comes off as weak to me. You're looking for a handout. Go make your own toys. If you think you high, go make your own IP. Don't be out here asking for handouts from rich people who you think wronged you from back in the day on a contract that you signed on a TV show that you walked away from. He didn't have to walk. He chose to walk. He wanted a percentage of the toy sales. This interview, in my opinion, does not hammer home him wanting a percentage of the toy sales, which in a way I think is disingenuous. Anytime he does an interview and he talks around the issue that he wanted a percentage of the toy sales, I think it's disingenuous, and I think he's lying by omission. Be honest, be transparent, say, look, man, yeah, we wanted a percentage of the toy sales. We wanted a piece. We felt like we earned it. And then people may look at him in a different light. But as long as he keeps saying, hey, they made $1 billion and we was only getting $20,000 for a movie and $1,200 a week or something, people are going to, have sympathy for him. But remember, there are no victims. There are only volunteers. If I got it right, if I got it wrong, let me know. Salute to the Art of Dialogue. Great brother doing great things with content over there. I wish he would have watched the Hollywood Demon stuff. And then when he would have known that they wanted a percentage of the toy sales and could have hammered home like, hey, so what amount of the toy sales did you want? Like what amount of toy sales did you want? What was offered? Like, let's talk dollars and cents. How much was offered? Not less than 20,000. Like, was it 19,000? Was it $19,999? But still a good interview. Go check them out. Go check out Art of Dialogue. Let me know in the comment section if I got it right, got it wrong. Hype it, share with a friend. See you next one. Peace. All right, cool. Cool. All right, we got to get to. Hold on, I'm over here in my editing, settings. Shout out to you, Paul. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, Laura. Loving my life. You know what I'm saying?
Loving my life.
For the dude I just gifted. Let's keep going down the aisle, guys. Let's keep going. Y'all, we need a palate cleanse off this shit. You want to talk about some brothers kissing their sisters? Let's do that. You like, wait, what? Wait, what? Henry, what? What? Damn, we like close to we probably going to finish at 5:30. 5:30 is likely going to be the finish time. And then I'm going to try to tell it to the bar. I know it's going to be packed. If I get to see that at the bar, I'll be so happy. I'll be so patient too, because I know they're going to be swamped. Johnny Bosch is a real martial artist. All right.
We're like 7 days in of a 15-day movie, and they kiss at the end of the movie. And at first I found out that the manager is Kyler Lee's mother. She is also Christopher Kamen Lee, Lee's mother. They are full brother and sister. Wow. And the spelling of the name is a total, like, let's fool the producer or director. There's some very righteous and truthful trolling about this whole deal. Kyler Lee kissing her brother, you know, and all that. But I mean, at that point, what do you do?
So, if you guys don't know, Christopher Kamen Lee did kiss his real life sister in the movie Kickboxing. So we're actually going
But you know,
to
what you're talking about siblings, and it reminds me of
watch this movie where siblings are in it. Crazy stuff. Christopher Kamen Lee's, I believe, was this his first movie? He doesn't talk about this. No one kind of talks about it in the Power Ranger community. In fact, Christopher Kamen Lee has me blocked, like super blocked. I can't even watch his Twitch stream if I wanted to.
kind of a pretty hilarious and kind of creepy, not crazy creepy story. I went to Miami like in 1995 to make this movie called Kickboxing Academy with Stephen Bauer and a bunch of
Rocky
kids.
Rocky
Echeverria, yeah. And but mostly it was cast locally, right? With a bunch of kids. It was a kids kickboxing. It was like kind of a Karate Kid type of whatever. You know, everyone was making these martial art movies. And I'm down there, we're doing some casting, and this woman, this local talent manager says, I have the two leads of your movie. And like every manager, every good manager calls and says they've got the right. Anyway, so I met with all these people and we're casting the movie, and I met, and another one that I instantly knew was a huge star. The movie star is Kyler Lee. Kyler Lee came in, and she's become a huge star from ER and everything else. I mean,
Oh yeah, she big time famous, and to be true, I don't think she associates with her brother anymore whatsoever. I don't think they have any relationship.
she's a major star. It's another one who just lit up, and I think she was like 14 or 15 in Kickboxing Academy. Kyler Lee, Leigh, and then we're casting. There was two kind of guys opposite her. You know, the soon-to-be ex-boyfriend and then the hero boyfriend who wins the fight at the end. And this kid comes in who's really a good-looking, charismatic kid and is really good at the martial arts. And his name is Christopher Kamen Lee, Lee. Christopher Kamen, he said, but my full name is Christopher Kamen Lee, Lee. And you know me as an old movie buff, I'm thinking, well, you know, kind of like that in Christopher Lee, a major star, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and this kid's really, really cool. And I called...
Hey, he's really cool. I don't know. I mean, I've heard so many different stories about Christopher Kamen Lee. Maybe cool, maybe not so cool. Who knows? He'll never come on the channel. He'll never interview, and he probably will never talk about this kiss that comes up.
Called up the manager, the woman. I said, you know, you're right. You have brought me the two leads to this film, and it was a very low budget film. You're shooting it in 15 days on film with one camera. You know, hard to do those things. I don't know how the heck we did all that stuff and tons of coverage, but anyway, we hire them. And like day 3 of shooting, and they're romantic in the movie. I don't know, do we have a clip from Kickboxing Academy? You know, there's a trailer for Kickboxing Academy online. There's a pretty good trailer for Kickboxing Academy online somewhere. We should bring that up in a minute.
Could you imagine being cast across from your sister and your mom is the manager and saying, yeah, but mom, I'm gonna have to kiss my sister, or mom, I gotta kiss my brother? Like, yeah, it's just acting though. But mom, you don't think this is weird? She's like,
Nope.
No, I'm the momager. I'm about to get 2 checks from managing both of you. They want to see you kiss. God damn it, make it convincing. You gotta be like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
what? Like, mom, no. Can we get a stunt double? No stunt double. They want full face.
Anyway, we're on like day 3, and at first I found out that the manager is Kyler Lee's mother.
In the spirit of the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, they got the trailer.
Kickboxing Academy.
I'm not so sure about this kickboxing thing anyway. I may have to teach you some of my secret moves.
Starring Donna Barnes and Stephen Bauer.
Yo, is that the brother from Scarface? Yo, he been acting a long time, huh? There go your boy, Christopher Kamen Lee. If you blink, you'll miss him. If you blink, you'll miss him. Boom, there go the hair.
With Tony Pacheco and introducing Kyler Lee.
Introducing Kyler Lee. Oh, no.
This summer, the kids at the Kickboxing Academy will learn about life.
Oh! Bro. You love your sister, right? I love her, mom, but not like that. You're gonna fuck kiss your sister, and you're gonna make it look real, and it's gonna be convincing, and we're gonna get paid. But mom, I don't want to. I don't care what you want to do or what you don't want to do. You're gonna kiss her. You're gonna tongue her down, and we're gonna do multiple sets, and we're gonna shoot from multiple different angles. Oh my god, this is some George Lucas BS. Yeah. Wait, that's my sister? Yeah, you're already separated. Like, How
about friendship? About themselves? And that sometimes the only choice is to fight.
Bro, did he got the blicky? He had a Tech 9 at a goddamn martial arts event?
Kickboxing Academy.
Kickboxing rocks.
Anyway, so I find out she is not only Kyler Lee's mother, she is also Christopher Kamen Lee, Lee's mother. They are full brother and sister. Wow. And the spelling of the name is a...
Look, you hear people in the background laughing like... Yo. Because people... Look, what mother is going to be like, yeah, the role involves you being romantic with your sister. Or you're, telling the daughter, like, how do you sell the kids on that? To get them to buy into it.
Wow. And the spelling of the name is a total, like, let's fool the producer or director. And now I'm like, oh, holy crap. Now, and I said, we're like 7 days in of a 15-day movie, And they kiss at the end of the movie, and they did it. And I was like, well, I guess I'm in the South, so it's okay. Like,
He said I'm in the South. Bro, no, he didn't. He cracking jokes. He said I'm in the South. They in Alabama. It's normal.
We're like 7 days in of a 15-day movie, And they kiss at the end of the movie, and they did it. And I was like, well, I guess I'm in the South, so it's okay. Like, I didn't know, what do you do? And so now there's some very righteous and truthful trolling about this whole deal. Like,
wow, that's beautiful.
If you search YouTube, they're like, Kyler Lee kissing her brother, and all that. But I mean, at that point, what do you do?
Keep going, man. You gotta keep going.
You can't start over, right? You can't start over.
So if he were to marry...
nepotism, you used to tell me that when David would get a movie, like, they take Keith and you get Bobby as a...
No, you want David, you'll take Keith, you get Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want David, you'll take Keith, you get Bobby. This was one where, like, it was kind of a different kind of nepotism story, if you know what I mean.
Well, if they got married, would they still be brother and sister?
Yo. I know Christopher Kamen Lee watched this. He said if they got married, would they be brother and sister? He's like, yo, it's a different type of nepotism story. Like, what? Oh, what? I need that Lil John. What?
I guess it depends what state you live in. But I'm Kyler, and they were both great to work with. And then, like, once I knew, they both kind of blushed. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna project all of my vitriol towards your mother.
I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, because they're minors. Their mom has to sign off on this. This was mom's wishes. Mom didn't stop this. Mom knew it was happening. She just was like, do that shit.
Look, it is what it is. It streams everywhere. It does what it's supposed to do. The great news is, as you know, my son Raphael's in school in Miami now, and we spend a lot of time out there now. And I was always like, it's one of those things, kind of like Party Nerds and Virgin High. For a long time, I was making all these thrillers. I made the Western we did. I'm making all these movies of the week. And I'm kind of like, this stuff, it doesn't matter. It was just some junk I did. So I kind of, downplay it and say it's crap, but it's not. Because I watched Kickboxing Caddy with my son, who's 18, and he was just rolling on the floor laughing at all the dumb jokes. And so that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the kiss is still the kiss. But yeah, that is the kiss that no one talks about. No one in the Power Ranger community brings up the kiss because maybe it's embarrassing. I don't know. I think he had the whatchamacallit. I know they kiss at some point in the trailer, and it's just it is what it is. But hey, what do you guys think? Fair, foul? Who do you blame? The mom? Should the kid stood up to the mom? It's yucky. Yeah, it is. But let me know in the comment section. See you next video. Peace. All right, cool. We got two more things. Well, damn, I didn't even get to the Markiplier stuff. All right, let's do the Johnny Yong Bosch stuff, man. I think this is all right. We'll do Legend of the White Dragon. Hold on, give me a second. because it's like it's literally like 4 stories left. But I know Super Bowl starts in like an hour. Kyler Lee was in Grey's Anatomy, not ER. All right. I don't know her. All right, give me 1 second. I got some things I got to pull up. But I do have a PSA while we wait that y'all can watch while I prep. Give me a second to bring it up. Here we go.
Hey, what's good, party people? Chef Maiku here from Chef Maiku. And today's PSA, we haven't had one in a long time, is about public information and what not to share. Pretty much, essentially, don't share a fucking thing. Keep everything to yourself. If you do share anything, share a picture, share a video, make sure nothing is in said video or said media. And if it is, edit it out. You don't know where I am. Am I at home? Am I in a homeless shelter? Am I in a hotel? You'll never know. Just be careful. If you need to lock down your information on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, wherever the fuck, do it. Don't let people in to get that information from you. All the people on the internet need is like this much, and then they'll take a foot. So just be careful. Yeah, that's it. Little side story with that. I did share a picture from work the other day, and I noticed some stuff in the background. So what did I do? I said, Google, take the shit out. Google did it. So you don't know where I was. You just saw the chocolate on my arm. So I was living my best Poop Man Jr. life. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Poop Man Jr. life.
Don't share. Don't overshare.
He's silly for that.
Don't. We don't need to know about everything. We don't care. Okay? All y'all need to know about me is I like Power Rangers. I'm into wrestling. And I play my music. That's all you need to know about me. I give you what I want you to know. Other than that, y'all don't care. Y'all really don't care. Or need to know. All right, so that's it. So 3 things. Stay vigilant. Stay resilient. And stay pretty awesome. And a little side note again, follow me on Chef Maiku on YouTube, every other platform as well. I'm in the middle of a infused vodka journey, so check that out. I've made some shorts, made a video on how to make infused vodka, and I'll be straining it pretty soon and getting it ready for consumption. So until then, peace.
All right, Chef Maiku from Chef Maiku. All right, let's get your Legend of the White Dragon update. Keep going. Salute to everybody here. Do me a favor, like the midday, stream. Now, there's a one where someone reached out to Kickstarter and they sent me everything that they got back from Kickstarter. And I did not get around to it because we just ran out of time again. But we're gonna do this Kickstarter. We're gonna do this. Now, I do have deleted scenes from Legend of the White Dragon, but it's like 30 pictures of them, and maybe we'll get around to covering that. So, anywho, I'm always on my whatchamacallit. Okay. I don't want to do this. Yeah. All right, Legend of the White Dragon watch. Legend of the White Dragon watch. Now, there has been some developments. I know you're like, wait, we got developments? Like, yeah, dog, some developments. You like, no, Henry, you got developments on Legend of the White Dragon? Like, yes. I got what he emailed everybody. And, man, and I have some other stuff. What is this? It's we may not get to the iron lung shit, man. It's like it's killing me that we don't get to some of these things. Where is it at? Sorry, y'all. I've been covering so much. But where's the goddamn? Like, I have a tab on my computer of everything that I plan on showing for the stream. And what happens is sometimes that gets bogged down with stuff. Here we go. Got it. All right. All right. You're like, wait, Henry, what's this? All right. Legend of the White Dragon. As you guys know, Legend of the White Dragon looks to be delayed indefinitely, but fear not, we have a update from Aaron. And this is actually on the Kickstarter page where we can actually go to and click updates. So he says this, hey, we wanted to share a lot that's happening behind the scenes. While we can't reveal the details just yet, we promise it's the news many of you have been waiting for. So you already know it's going to be a non-announcement. We see your questions and we truly appreciate your patience and enthusiasm. Things like, who is our distribution partner? When will the Blu-ray ship? Will there be a theatrical release? What's the release date? All of the activity coming together. And we'll all be able to share answers very soon. Remember, he's been spoon feeding you guys very soon for like 3 years now, right? It's been a long journey and we're excited to finally be nearing the moment where we can open up about it. Along with addressing these questions, we're also preparing a video that will dive deeper into the process and provide more clarity. Your support means that everything to us, and we want to make sure you feel heard. Please feel free to leave any questions below that we can answer in the video, and we'll do our best to respond. Much gratitude. Salad talk again? Yes, yes, yes. So what did people say, right? There's actually was some good ones, and I see more. Dude, this is taking so long. We've been told that to be patient so much that I'm scared it's going to be the film version of Cyberpunk 2077. Only they won't be able to fix the bugs in a future patch. Will the Blu-ray be region free? I mainly ask as I'm in the UK, and it would be disappointing to get a Blu-ray I couldn't play, you know. So the update is there's no update. Yeah, people are right. That's all they've been doing for a couple years now. Now, notice how there's no response to any of this. You'll forgive us for not leaping with joy. These vague updates are so repetitive as they are devoid of any real information. Quite frankly, I don't believe that you have conned us all out of money. I'd love to be wrong, but you have done nothing but make us think otherwise. I'll wait until you tell us more concrete news before throwing the confetti. I look forward to crystal clear communication, which, I mean, it's been as clear as mud. We appreciate your questions and we appreciate them so much. We're going to delete them. Yeah, some people's responses have been deleted. Thank you for everything you've done so far. Still can't wait to see it to be epic. Is this ever going to actually be released? Seems like every few months, it's another we are so close to something exciting stuff. Email, pretty much assume my donation just went into someone's pocket at this point. I mean, why would you think otherwise? Why would you think otherwise? Patience. At this point, I don't see a lot of patience. I can't blame a single soul. This whole campaign became a joke after Jason passed. As for your video, quit wasting our time and just answer the questions directly in a message. That way we can all skip the filler you're inevitably going to load the video with that none of us care about by now. What happens is he waited so long, people are fed up. It could be nice to get anything concrete at all. While I can't appreciate all the difficulties getting the project completed, it feels like a long time since we had anything beyond promising of a real update very soon. All love and respect. That's fantastic news. I can't wait to see Aaron and JDF's dream come to fruition. I love the work you guys do, the time, the dedication, your constant patience with people who criticize nothing short of amazing. Now, look, you will always have these people right here. They have not seen anything new to say that this project is going to be amazing. This is sheer hope. This is sheer, well, you know, it's going to be good. And even Laura says we no longer care. Thank you so much for your hard work. JDF would be so proud. May his white light shine down upon you. And I really hope you continue to do what you've been doing best, what you do best. giving us excellent content and looking forward to what you guys bring in the future. Much love to Aaron and JDF and his whole family. Look, man, I guess. What kind of bonus features can we expect? Since us backers have waited for this, it would be nice if Inside the Case came with a signed insert by the cast. Not happening. Jason would be ashamed of Aaron? Absolutely. Look, most of the changes made, Jason didn't sign off on because Jason wasn't here after he made all these changes to the film. So it's like, people are like, oh, we give him what Jason wanted. Like, dude, you added a character, you added that whatever Power Ranger guy to tell you guys to keep waiting. It be something to come out at the end of this year. That guy was an addition to the film 2 years ago. So in 2024, the film still wasn't done because they were still adding stuff to it. Been a while for this. Excited for the film finish. Any chance of tossing us a bone and giving us the Blu-ray in 4K? I'm a collector and have a theater. Would love to play it that way. How about Atmos DV HDR support? Now, these comments are kind, but the comments right here are a little different. And I'm going to refresh them after I read them because I'm scared to refresh and some of them disappear. So we'll refresh after reading, but these people don't care. More excuses with no clear where we're going, even though the movie is done. Disgusting. I guess the movie will come out in 2033, hopefully. I think the worst part about this particular project is that Bat and the Sun launched another campaign that closed in December. Absolutely disgusted, disappointed with the lies and bull. People are waking up. Now, Monica Johnson, don't know who she is, but I'd love to have her on the show. At this point, we will never see the movie, in my opinion. Aaron is either greedy.
Originally, I wanted to do 250,000, but Aaron wanted more. Greed.
Selfish, not business savvy, or all of the above. Vague posts with no concrete dates, always a reason as to why it's delayed. Supposedly for us to get the best experience. The best experience will be for us to get the movie we believed in and paid for. No, it's for Aaron to get even more money. I mean, he did get more money. What are you talking about? He got $40,000 from some people, significantly less. Anyone who has something to say that doesn't sing his praise is immediately blocked, especially if you dare to call attention to the fact that JDF has been gone and he's just milking his tragic passing, using it as an excuse to not fulfill his responsibilities to finish the movie. Legend of the White Dragon panel at Power Morphicon 2024. What a joke. I was there and none of the panelists could even give straight answers about any of the details because they didn't know. Remember, the guy was just added to the movie in 2024. Remember, he said 2 years ago, they added me to the movie. So wait, in 2023, it wasn't done, right? Well, no, we were still changing stuff. Aaron avoided questions and shot down anyone who tried to get him to actually be honest. We have been scammed and we keep getting excuses so they can tell Kickstarter that they're still working on it and haven't violated the agreement to get that money. True. That's why I keep putting out these quote unquote updates that are not updates. This could have been a wonderful legacy project to honor JDF's memory. Instead, it's become a massive joke. It's literally become a meme. Someone said, hey, Legend of the White Dragon is a meme. And here come Markiplier. Okay. I have seen Markiplier's Iron Lung movie before I've seen this one. He's in the same boat as you guys with the funding of us helping you guys. Also, he has been working on this almost as long as the movie. This is ridiculous. I just want my digital copy so I can watch it. This is JDF's last movie and I just want to watch it. Now, look, guys, if you don't know about Iron Lung, Markiplier had $3 million, made a movie, and it grossed like 22 million worldwide. It was the #1 movie for most of the weekend, but Sunday it finished, I think, #2 against the Sam Raimi film or whatever. And people are like, yo, how can Markiplier come out with a movie with less budget and do it? And Aaron was like, well, his lead actor didn't die. Okay. Oh, man. And we got, I think, the last one, right? Make sure I'm reading these right. I'm starting to feel like we've been had. You clearly don't care about this campaign. You've already started another Kickstarter. Yeah, we got a couple more. Right here. Tom Johnson. As a longtime JDF fan, Bat in the Sun fan, I was genuinely excited to support this project and wanted to succeed. Unfortunately, the ongoing lack of transparency, meaningful update has been deeply frustrating. Backer questions are generally not directly answered. They're routinely met with vague or deflective responses that lack substance. As a result, the same concerns keep resurfacing. And I'm so happy people are talking about this. And no wonder Johnny Young Bosch didn't invite Aaron Schoenke and Blake Foster to his world premiere of Spades. I'm going to talk about that next. Spades is coming up next because Johnny Young Bosch, if Jason would have kept working with Johnny Young Bosch, Legend of the White Dragon would be out by now. It'd be done by now. But he didn't because the first crowdfunding failed and now we got Aaron Schoenke's disaster. Everyone understands that COVID and JDF's passing were outside of anyone's control and a reasonable backer disputes that. No reasonable backer disputes that. Other film projects have faced similar challenges and still managed to provide clear, structured updates. Continuing to rely on the same talking points does not replace the need for real communication. Damn, man, people are waking up. It's actually unclear why non-backers are receiving screenings while actual backers receive so little to no direct communication. The most recent update appearing via Instagram posts from an actor that rather than a formal Kickstarter update only adds concern. Backers aren't asking for hype. They're asking for direct answers and transparency. Yeah. And look, man, the film has been completed in the hands of a distributor. Can the creator please explain to me why backers aren't allowed to view it? It seems like friends or people who watched in the film are allowed to. Also, could you provide any updates as to your December video? You said by the end of January. Thank you. Dog, let me be blatantly honest with you guys. He has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea when the film will come out. The fact is, there's no interest in it. Whether he wants to acknowledge that and, come out and say, look, man, we're having a hard time selling it. Because whether you want to acknowledge it or not, $4 million of Chris J money went into it. And this would be the second film or project that Chris J funded with Aaron that left him getting no money because he put millions into Space Bears. So he put millions into Space Bears, nothing. Millions in the Legend of White Dragon is going to lead to nothing. And Aaron is trying to save face because I don't think Chris J is giving him any more money anymore. And the fans are smart. They're like, hey, we're thinking of creating an animated short style of 90s Batman. He's talking about anything of it. They're like, look, how about Dragon Prime? How about you create something with Dragon Prime? I have no idea how strong Prime is because Legend of the White Dragon isn't out. Someone trolling. Last I heard, it's in the hand with the distributor who will be the person responsible for releasing the theaters. They were supposed to have released it last year, though. Guess there must have been yet another delay. People are waking up, man. And maybe I'm part of it. Let's see if these comments got erased. They probably didn't. But I want to see for my own self. All right, they're still here. Monica's is still here. All right, maybe Aaron is taking some time off. But there's your Legend of the White Dragon update. It's really not an update, just more fans talking about frustration. But let's go on to Johnny Young Bosch Spades movie. That's getting awards from the film festival. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe it, and I'll see you next video. Peace. All right, cool. Let's go into Spades. Whew. All right, Spades, guys. And this is kind of going to be the last topic because I kind of want to get out of here. No, the bar going to be crowded. Getting there too late. Probably going to be an hour wait on wings. God damn it. I really wanted some for tonight. But anyway, let me make sure I got all my accolades up. Gotta make sure I got everything up for Spades because he already had a world premiere for it. You like, wait, what? He had a world premiere? Yeah, dog. Where the hell were you at? And it's already during the film circuit, crushing it, award after award after award. And this is why Jason should have stayed with Johnny, but he didn't for whatever reason. Not dropping the link. No, I gotta go. I got like 18 minutes to do this story. My wings are cooking. See, man, I wanted some wings. I want some wings and fries for the Super Bowl. If I have to settle for hibachi, I'm gonna be tight. Get some takeout hibachi, man. I'm gonna be tight. I want some wings and fries, man. Super Bowl, god damn it. Everyone should have some wings and fries. That's me. Wings and fries Super Bowl. Normally I would get them. I used to go to my friend's house every year. There we go. We got the awards. Okay. Oh, I think I got a review of Spades. Give me a second. Someone reviewed it. Hold on. Spades movie review.
So glad you could attend. Come inside, my movie maniacs. I am your host.
Oh no, this is from 10 years ago. Hold on. I know I have our movie review. Spades movie review. Johnny Young, BLSCH. I know I've seen some. Hold on. All right, let's watch this short real quick to get into it. I love the way I be setting up these clips now. Every year, get better and better with content creation. Level up. Maybe people don't remember that Jason David Frank and Johnny Young Bosch was supposed to be Click Boom. That film never happened, but we do have, I guess, Click Boom now in the movie called Spades. Here is a quick little trailer. You see all these wards? Coming soon, 2026. You're like, wait, no way. No way this would happen. And we wouldn't get anything. Well, we did. Johnny Young Bosch actually delivered, guys. He delivered on Spades. And if you don't know, Spades is his movie. We can watch the full trailer right here. Let's take a look-see. And you tell me what you think. Remember, this was supposed to be Click Boom. This was supposed to be Click Boom.
Teresa schedule interviews with girls seeking jobs. Teresa schedule interviews with girls seeking jobs. Slip them and Mickey. We list them for sale.
Such a pretty girl.
And we deliver them.
For some to be my price.
To the highest bidder. Good.
Detective James Bishop. He wore the mask the whole time.
Yes, but he did save me.
He is an answer to prayers. God's justice.
God's justice. Let's go.
The Grim Reaper.
This is Click Boom. It's just a different name, guys. This is Click Boom, but just a different name. Yeah, now look, he not single-handed that, dog. You single-hand that, it's gonna pop you in the face, and I can only say that because I shot something similar like that. It's called Spades, guys. Instead of Click Boom, it's called Spades. Now, if you don't know the lore, it's actually already been released, right? So you know how this whole, well, we can't get distribution if we take it out to the theaters. Well, tell that to Johnny Young Bosch, right? Feature winner, Best Mystery Suspense at the Atlanta Film Festival. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, it is possible, huh? No way. Yeah. And here is, I believe, come on. Is it about to do me like this? I think it is about to do me like this. Let's just reload it. This is the premiere. It's actually already premiered. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, January 26th, it premiered. And he started working on this, I believe, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So this is Johnny Young Bosch. I think you know who the other person is. This is everyone at his movie premiere. This is his big day. You're like, wait, what? Why didn't Jason keep working with him? Well, Aaron Schoenke. What you want me to do? Aaron Schoenke is why. Look, you like, wait, it got awards already? Yeah. LA Film Festival? What? Best indie feature? No. Wait, what? What? Semi-finalist? Look at all these awards that Johnny Young Bosch movie got. Click boom. Why'd they take him off Legend of the White Dragon? Well, the first Kickstarter failed and, they went into a different direction away from his script, away from his production company, and wanted to go with Bat and the Sons production company. You like, no way. Yeah, man. Life come at you fast. Real fast. Sometimes too fast. Look at this, man. Another award, another one. Best Feature SoCal Film Awards. Wait, what? Yeah, he's taking on film festival. Well, you can't put a movie out if you go through the film festivals. No, that's cap. You're capped out.
Stop the cap.
Now here's the story, right? You see this now. I want to say there were more people at the launch of it. I believe Walter was there too, right? So you see all the awards. Like, there's just racking up awards after awards at these film festivals. You have to wonder, like, if Jason would have stuck with him in Legend of the White Dragon, what could have been? What could have happened? Now, if you want to know the lore of it, I put a clip in the, whatchamacallit, in the pinned comments. The lore is Jason was supposed to be a part of Click Boom. And if you really want to know, I think when I say a part of it, this movie Spades, the lead guy who's saving all the girls with the mask, I think that was meant for Jason. And you have to, only way you would know that more than likely is if you watch the video that I made right here, where you talk about how Johnny and Jason were good friends and they both agreed to support each other's projects. And when Jason put his money out of Click Boom, Johnny would go on to do Arc Exodus, which is not Click Boom, but this movie got released at a bunch of awards. And I said, one day I'm going to watch it on stream. And one day we will, when we get around to it. But the point I'm trying to make is sometimes you got to stick with those who are actually good for you and are trying to help you, as opposed to those trying to leech off you. Now you think about this, right? If Johnny Young Bosch Spades movie comes out and you go to their page, let's go to Vox Radio. You like, wait, Vox Rock Studio, and you see all these posts, all these awards, and then you have, I believe, people talking about it. Right here.
And tell us who you portray in the film.
My name is Nobuaki, and I played Saito.
Saito.
And my favorite food is pudding pudding.
Pudding pudding. Do you guys know? Okay.
You don't know about the pudding pudding? Nice.
I don't know about Pucci Pudding, but I know Jason Narvey is, I think he has an interview too. Let's watch it.
Before it was a project. I remember very distinctly in 2019, sitting in my car in the rain in front of a barber shop in Chicago, talking to Johnny over the phone about this script called Boom, Click, Boom. We had aspirations for it to become a full-length film, but it didn't. And it's maybe a good thing that it didn't. Because since that moment, there was little bits and pieces of stories that Johnny would always tack onto. And he'd say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And after working for a couple years with Vox Rocket Studios, we built up our team. Polo and Johnny and I worked on a couple of projects coming out of the gate. And by the time we were ready to make a feature, we knew what we wanted to do. We knew what we were doing. And Johnny had a strong vision. All the tiny little stories and ideas that he had, he kind of took them all together and synthesized them into kind of greatest hits. Kind of like the mad genius that he is. And that's the truth. He really sweated over finding the right story to the point where he's like, this is the one that needs to be made. And every tiny little iteration of it, I got just a little sniff of what it was. And so at one point, and this is where I forget exactly when we decided, okay, now we're going for it. Probably in 2022. I was like, yeah, and you're going to be the lead. Sorry.
That's what's up, man. Where you like, oh, hey, man, you know what? I got this movie I like, you know, I'm making. Now, granted, I believe the original lead was for Jason David Frank, but Jason David Frank pulled his money out. Jason David Frank went to work with Aaron and do Legend of the White Dragon, that version. But he didn't, Johnny Young Bosch didn't give up and say, you know what? Well, hey, Jason, Narvi, be the lead. Hey, you are the lead. You're like, damn, for real? Like, yeah, you the lead.
Sorry.
So that's kind of how it worked, yeah.
It's funny how life worked out, right? You like, damn, here we are. Y'all got nothing from Legend of the White Dragon. You keep getting update after update and, oh, it's in the hands of our distribution agent, blah, 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 broken record. Broken record. And here you're getting results with less budget. That it has to set in. You're like, wait, damn, man, it happened like this. Yeah, it happened like this. I mean, we can continue to go down to see it, but I'm pretty sure like everyone, the who's were here. I know Walter was here. I think this might be Johnny's family. I'm pretty sure Walter was here. Walter Jones was 100% invited. Where is, like, here's a behind the scene right here.
Rolling and action. Rolling.
Look at this. You getting like some behind the scene footage. I don't know why this is not promoted more. You have Johnny Young Bosch talking about film creator, filmmaker, producers, rep, sales agent, distributor, aggregator. And he says, look, I've worked in the film production across nearly all stages, but I've been involved in what happens afterwards. For my first feature, I want to see the process through the very end, simply to understand how it unfolds. During my research, I came across this diagram. My goal is now to bypass as many intermediaries as possible to reach the final outcome while minimizing the percentage lost along the way. I think the best way is probably to go through an aggregator, you know, but I could be wrong. Like, look at these percentages. So you go through all this distributor. Let's see, 20, 30, 35% right here just to make it in theaters. And if you go through an aggregator, it's 45%, but you're losing so much. Losing so much. I mean, where is the, I don't know where the picture is. Walter is here, but I'm pretty sure Walter was there, man. I don't know which one, which post Walter's in. But he was 100% here. All these people. I think this might be the cast. Where is Walter? Because you got to be like, wait, Walter was there? Yeah, Walter was there. Where was Aaron? You think Aaron got an invite? I'm sure. I'm sure it got lost in the mail. I'm sure Aaron's invite got lost in the mail. Best feature film? Bro, if this don't make you want to like... If this don't make you upset, I don't know what would. There you go. Walter on the red carpet. You like, wait, that was Walter there. It's like, yeah, dog. He was there. He was there. Hey, guess who's going to be at the red carpet release for Legend of the White Dragon? It's going to remind you of a Keith Sweat song. It's called Nobody. I mean, you know, I've never built a movie or anything, but it got to be something when you not only you build a movie, but it comes to fruition and it's starting to get recognized, and maybe it'll be in theaters, maybe it'll be on a streaming platform. It's racking up awards. There go your boy Walter right there on site. Where was Aaron Schoenke? Where's Aaron Schoenke's invite? Where's my Johnny Young Bosch interview, guys? Somebody gotta link me up with him so we can get that interview. And like, hey, not for nothing, but we saw your Spades red carpet. Did your good friend Aaron's get lost in the mail? We didn't see him there. We saw Walter there, right? Ain't he supposed to be the Black Ranger or the Black Ranger for the next beatdown? Where's yours at? Where's it at? I got lost in the mail. I mean, this how you know someone rock with you and when you don't, right? This is why. Remember when I said like Aaron Schoenke took a picture with Johnny just as a fan would, because he wants that clout, he wants that aura, he wants to be like, look, I'm cool with Johnny. Well, is Johnny is in your beatdowns?
Nope.
No? Well, are you invited to Johnny's premiere?
Nope.
Now, I'm sure Johnny like, man, Henry, you starting some goddamn beef and shit. Ain't no beef, man. I think people know what it is. I think people know what it is, man. And what it's not. And what it's not is Jason decided to work with Aaron. And as a result, y'all got the Aaron Schoenke experience with Legend of the White Dragon. And it is what it is. But salute to you, my man, Red Bunny Classics, man. But what do you guys think of everything? Should Jason would have stayed working with Johnny? Will we have Legend of the White Dragon like you see Click Boom coming to fruition in the movie of Spades and get recognized in awards? Or did Jason make the right choice in working with Aaron after the first Kickstarter failed? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you next video. Peace. All right, guys. Now, here's the thing, right? I got like 60 steals from Legend of the White Dragon that corroborate that deleted scene, but we are 1 minute shy of my stop time. You know what I'm saying?
City girls are down. City girls down. Wee woo. Down bad.
Shout out to my man, my Red Bunny Classics. I wish Johnny would have worked with him. Johnny looks so bummed out in that picture with Aaron. Let me see if we can find Aaron Schoenke. Johnny, hold on. Johnny, hold on. Let me see if we can show y'all the picture real quick. Let me see if we can find the image. You see it right here, right? You kind of see it. Look at this. Look, when you search it up, my thumbnail game is vicious. Oh shit! What'd I do? What did I do? I don't think we need this tab. What did I do? Hold on. We'll search it up again. Give me a second. Aaron Schoenke, Johnny Young Bosch. I don't know which tab was open when I did it. Images. What the hell? Aaron, SCHOEN, Johnny Young Bosch. What the hell is this? What the hell is? Hold on, man. Everybody, this is Hawkalees. What the hell? All right. I think we got it. Let's see. Area with the Kyle Higgins, Aaron Schoenke beef. Talk about this. Remember this moment right here. There it go right here, man. There you have it. Went up to him, shut down his line, and said, "Take a picture with me." Take a picture with me, man. Come on, man. So I can say, come on, man. Take a picture. Oh God, man. His face. Look, Johnny's so happy. He's thrilled to be next to Jason David Frank's best friend in the whole wide world, man. And even Hawkalees said, yeah, he was like begging for a picture, man. He was begging for it. It is what it is, man. You guys see it. Johnny looking like, I do have to pose with this clown. Yeah, man. What was he gonna say? No? Mess up the vibe at there? Like, yeah, hey, you need to be like, hey, Aaron, where's your invite to Spades? You know, the movie? that Jason stopped working on to, you know, pursue Legend of the White Dragon with you or whatever? Where's that at? After y'all decided to go in a different direction to get rid of Johnny's script. Are we going to get rid of Johnny Yong Bosch script? Wait, you mean the guy who has like multiple awards? The guys whose movies actually come out? You're going to get away from that guy's scripts? Yeah. We're no longer interested in Johnny Yong Bosch. we want to go with Aaron Schoenke. You mean the guy who failed at Space Bears? Yeah. The guy who used massive amounts of money? Yeah. We gonna remember Johnny was the behind the scenes on the choreography for the Green Ranger superpower beatdown. So they must have spent some time together. Yeah, they did. Now look, a new Walter Jones clip has landed. Do y'all want to go overtime, dog? I can't, man. I can't. A new clip has landed.
The original Yellow Ranger. Is it true that she was Latino?
Yeah. Her name was,
Wait, she was Latino? Oh, yeah. Audrey DuBois. Oh, man. I don't think we need to cover Tweet Train's accident. This will add another 8 minutes to the clip. I want the wings. We'll get it next time, guys. Y'all can go watch it. His face is so unserious. Who, Johnny's? I don't even know where it's at now. Hold on, let me close some of this. We still didn't get to Markiplier. We didn't get to Markiplier. Here's the clip, man. I swear, man, y'all be like, we want all of you, Henry. I'll be like, what about time for me? They be like, nah. Fuck all that shit. This thumbnail smacks so hard, dog. I remember when I created it. Where's the hoe wash? Okay. I'm resigning. All right, I got you, Cayenne. I think I downloaded it. Here goes something for y'all.
All right, so we go to Chuck E. Cheese a fairly decent amount, and there go my little daughter back there. But there's so many games.
This is on my personal IG.
All right, so we go to Chuck E. Cheese a fairly decent amount, and there go my little daughter back there. But there's so many games here that you can hack, as in get the maximum bonus every time, and I figured them all out. So I'm gonna document it and post it for all to see how we kind of do our little Chuck E. Cheese Thug Thizzle. First, never ever play this game. You're not gonna win, I promise you. Or this game right here. Too many games a chance. The games you really. Or this game right here. Too many games a chance.
Look at my daughter though. She be driving. What place she in? She in 10 out of 10. Hey, when she be driving, and she do these games, man.
The games you really, if you really want to get some good tickets, the games you want to play here.
This game right here, I get 50 tickets every time. Fucking Jamal Breezy, man.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Says JDF should have stuck with Johnny. That would have been a godlike duo. Yeah. Where's my DraftKings promo? I actually got stock in Draft. Is it DraftKings? Yeah, I got stock in DraftKings. So hopefully when y'all get, well, do I? I think I sold it. I think I sold my DraftKings stock, to be honest. I mean, I made like 30% off of it. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sold the DraftKings. I was up 30%. I was like, 30% is good enough for me after like a year because I got in on the IPO. But this game right here is where I get whatchamacallit. And you right, Jamal, man. He should have stuck with him. But he didn't, man. For whatever reason, dog. He went with this guy instead.
All right, cool. I got something real cool to show you guys here. Just got these in the mail from Todd Cook. He does great work. He did our Deadpool mask. You guys are going to really like this. Also, I got Vera and my dad right here, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, everyone. But these, I got a few of them right here. Whoop. He packages these so nice. We have, I hope you guys can see what this is here.
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh, I know what that is.
The honor that you have earned tonight. The Foot Clan. Yeah, we got all our Foot Clan masks for our upcoming beatdown of Batman vs. Shredder. So.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
Wait, come in close.
Yeah. No announcements for Legend of the White Dragon. Here's the clip.
Outside with some pretty bitch that don't know how to act.
She belongs to the streets.
We be acting bad off liquor.
Were them cakes AI? No, these are real cakes. Nasty. Enter at your own risk. Buyer beware. Why? I swear to God, I hope my daughter is never doing no goofy shit like this. I pray to God. I pray she never doing this shit. I pray she never do this shit. I hope she never do it. It just break my heart. You don't got the stomach?
Do you have the stomach?
Oh, man. This is some nasty stuff, man. Nasty. Treacherous. Henry got a letter watcher at Tesla? No, thank you. Well, look, guys. Hank, did you see Aaron and his wife are at the Super Bowl, courtesy of all that Kickstarter money? Damn, they're at the Super Bowl? Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Are you surprised? No. Do you care? No. Well, look, guys, I really got to go. I got to try to make it to the bar. Like, I pray. I'll probably end up eating hibachi tonight because I know the bar going to be crowded, but I'm going to still try. Man. I'm going to come back and edit, watch the game. Is my phone charged? Please. That's at 47%. Let me charge this up. Hold on. I got more stuff. Hold on. Someone sent me some breaking news. Damn, man. People are sending me stuff. Yeah. Shout out to, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I got it. They are at the Super Bowl. Y'all want to see the pictures? I want to see where all y'all donations went, all y'all hard work for Legend of the White Dragon. Give me a second. I got to go to my personal IG. Well, not my personal, but copy. I'll show y'all where they at. You like, where they at, Henry? I'm like, look, I'm about to show y'all. They're really at the game. I mean, well, it's like in their backyard, ain't it? Goofy ass Aaron out there. Because he a Patriots fan, ain't he? Or is he a Tom Brady fan? You really never know with this guy. You know, he goes where when the wind blows. All right. So I'm about to show y'all. I can't do the video because I don't feel like downloading it. Let's see. Let me search some. Vera Bambi. I guess it's all over her socials. All right, give me a second. You're like, God damn. Damn, people are sending me shit left and right, dog. Look, man. I can't. I mean, Walter is just milking it. But salute to him, man. You got to stay relevant. Somehow, some way. Stay relevant. I just can't, man. I'm so sorry, dog. I just be like, I just find some people to be so cringe. And like Henry's at the premiere of Power Rangers Newsbreaker. When I find people to be cringe or whatever, I'm never going back on that, right? If I don't like you now, I'm not going, there's nothing you could do to change it, especially like the people who try to like cross me or whatever. You would never see me be fake around people. All right. So let's look at the Super Bowl shit. Oh God, come on. One. Here's the seats. All right. Bro, to be living like this and never put out a project is wild. It's wild work. Wild work. There are the seats. Not bad. I mean, these are not the best seats, in my opinion, but shit, you in the building, dog. There go y'all director. There you go with his wife's scrunchie in there. There go the father. Have at it. But I do gotta go. Gotta run. It's been real fun. Thank you for everyone who liked this, supported. Shout out to the replay gang. Hopefully y'all have a good Super Bowl. See you. I don't know. I'll probably start doing little miniature streams, like quick ones. Is he wearing New Balance shoes? I guess, dog. I mean, he's not the most stylish guy out there, but I'll probably start streaming a little bit more here and there. Not on Monday. Monday, my daughter's birthday. Probably Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday will be the next stream. So peace, love, happiness. Don't believe people lying about being in court cases when they just got a copyright strike. Peace.